You are about to experience the Drunken Peasants podcast, the greatest podcast in human history. Please recognize that this podcast is designed to be amusing and entertaining, and thus we engage in satirical comments, exaggerations, and even dirty jokes. If you are offended by such things, please go away and die. If you enjoy this podcast, we ask that you help to support its existence by contributing to our Patreon at patreon.com/DP. Contributors get regular access to monthly private shows, special commentaries, Google Hangouts with the peasants, and more. If you don't want to do that, you can also support the show by visiting audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants to get a free audiobook and access to over 150,000 audiobook titles, including great selections on science and skepticism. And if you shop on Amazon.com, we strongly urge you to use one of the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of our videos. You can help support the show simply by using our link to buy things you were going to buy anyway. Now that we've got all that shit out of the way, sit back and enjoy the show.
Yes! We are back. The Drunken Peasants have returned.
Boom.
Back from the dead.
Kaboom.
I can never die.
And of course,
always die.
We're here.
I can never die.
We're here to celebrate the birthday of Anthony Fantano.
I don't give a fuck.
Anthony Fantano.
TJ, the constant contrarian. Oh, you want to celebrate a birthday? I don't
recognize birthdays.
Yeah.
Unless it's my birthday.
Yeah. Then I ask people to give me presents.
Give me presents.
In fact, I think people should give me presents for Anthony Fantano's birthday.
You think?
Yeah.
But it's not going to happen.
Oh, it could happen if I really wanted it to.
Oh, shit. He's TJ's like, I have the power.
I hope people send you laws.
I have the power.
Still a present.
That's
I could use it to fertilize my yard.
Yeah, whatever. You don't give a shit. You don't do yard work. That's ridiculous.
TJ's pulled like 2 weeds in his life.
I could have my Mexican gardeners do it.
Jose, pluck them weeds.
No, his name is Jesus.
We're going to have Anthony Fantano on in just a moment.
Jesus, I don't recognize.
But of course, before we get Anthony on, we gotta,
Make some money! Give us your money so we may spend it on drugs.
Drugs are fucking awesome. Drugs. Anyone who doesn't do drugs fucking sucks. Fuck you.
What if the only drug they do is Tylenol?
That is a drug.
Yeah, I don't know. I meant recreational drugs.
Oh, now there's a caveat.
Semantics game again with TJ.
Shut up. It's pretty obvious.
Take some aspirin, everyone.
It's so obvious.
It is.
It's obvious, guys.
You're an obvious troll, Ben.
We're all trolls.
Smoke pan every day. Oh, we got some shirts back on sale. Doesn't look like they're all back on sale.
No, some are. They're slowly being retired, so you have to get them before they're retired.
Yeah, we got the we got the Drunken Peasants official shirt, Drunken Peasants official hoodie, Band TJ official hoodie, the TJ is garbage shirt, and the official Band TJ shirt.
Yeah, and the next time we take a break, we'll play a slideshow of the literally thousands of people.
Thousands.
That have fucking DP shirts.
The thousands in attendance and the millions watching at home.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Loved by thousands, hated by millions. The Drunken Peasants podcast.
Death Race reference, huh, TJ?
Yep.
Think I didn't catch that, did you, buddy?
No, I was actually trying to plagiarize it. Jacqueline Glenn told me it would work.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
But I guess you're
TJ,
too sharp for me.
TJ, come on, man. Come on, TJ.
You're too sharp, Scotty.
Too sharp? Am I going to cut you, TJ?
Yeah.
Cut your fucking brain out of your head.
A lot of people ask why Scotty has such a nasally voice. It's because he has a deviated septum.
What do you mean? I don't have a nasally voice.
That should be your new voice for the show from now on.
This is my voice.
It is my voice, I say.
Unhand me, you fiend!
What are you talking about nasally? My voice isn't nasally.
Yeah, I have a fucking deviated septum. A fucking condition from birth, you pieces of shit.
Yeah, quit health
You
shaming.
fucking ableist.
Fucking ableist pieces of shit.
Fucking ableist everywhere.
Boo to you.
All right. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
happy birthday.
bitch.
Thanks.
You're welcome. TJ said he wants presents for your birthday, so send TJ a present for your birthday.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's what do you want, TJ?
Everyone send me presents.
Presidents?
Everyone
presidents.
Can I?
dead presidents.
I'll have Bill Clinton pay you a visit, TJ.
Yeah, TJ.
No, I'm thinking about Benjamin Franklin. Send me that.
That's you want like his pile of bones, basically.
Sure, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking.
Because that's what you'd have at
I'm
this
gonna
point.
turn his femur into a fucking sick bong somehow. It's gonna be great.
That'd be pretty sweet.
So Anthony, it's your birthday.
It is. You guys are making it so far.
How old are you now?
Oh, dude, I'm 30. I'm the 30.
Wow.
You're just a little behind me.
Yeah.
In every way.
Yeah, I just turned 30.
He's always behind you, TJ. Especially in the shower.
I know, I feel him there. It's hard. Most people probably couldn't detect something that small, but you know.
You're no one to talk about that, TJ.
I am.
talk,
That's how I
dude.
know. I have
Jesus
plenty of room to
Christ.
talk.
You fucking micro penis bitch.
Hey, it's a grower, not a shower. You know what I'm saying?
I doubt that.
It's true.
It's just there. It's just like, what happened? It's like, it is what it is.
It's
Might
small.
understand
It's
it was
small
not
when it's
showing
soft,
in the
but
banana video. It was not showing
no,
in the
no.
banana video.
What
Might
happens?
understand.
What happens? But you know, when I get an erection, it's like 25 inches long.
Oh, yeah, you wish.
Oh, by the
dude.
way, TJ, people are pointing out that you don't know shit and that Benjamin Franklin was not a president.
Yeah, I know. Whatever.
So
True.
there you go.
Yeah, valid fucking point.
Well, no one here was smart enough to point it out, so I don't feel too bad.
Well, the clear implication is you wanted money, which we all know you're a greedy piece of shit.
Right,
I mean,
I mean-
Brett Keane fucking outed you on
Everyone
that.
knows that dead presidents is a fucking slang term for money. So
Yeah, but not all the people on money were presidents. Like
Yeah.
Alexander Hamilton.
Hamilton, true, on the $10 bill, yeah.
They're on
He
the money.
should've-
They're honorary.
He should have been
They're
president.
Honorary presidents.
He's an honorary president. They're money presidents.
They're money presidents, okay.
If you're a founding father, you know that goes a long way too.
That's true.
Yeah, we definitely have to suck their dicks in America. The founding fathers, they were so wise, unless they weren't wise, and then we'll just pretend we don't agree with them on that one thing they said one time. Like the fact that Thomas Jefferson edited all the miracles out of like the Bible, you know, that's just like, oh, we'll gloss over that part of it.
Or his little slave babies.
Yeah, slave babies too.
You know.
Hey, don't touch that Second Amendment, though. Don't touch it.
It's enshrined, dude.
Okay, shit.
You can't fuck with it.
Shit. I was gonna touch it, but you're right. You're right.
Everyone will accept the curtailing of all their other liberties, but
Oh yeah, they just passed. What is it? The that one bill, like the CISA bill or something. That was just passed by the Senate. So the NSA can take more of our privacy away. Whee!
fuck you, Fourth Amendment.
Are
Or
you
is it the
guys
Fifth?
excited for? Are you guys excited for Paul Ryan? He's going to be taking John Boner's place.
No, I'm actually not because
No.
you know it was so fun to say boner. It's like boner,
Yeah,
and
that-
then Ryan.
And he was drunk all the time, so that was hilarious.
and he was
orange.
yeah,
Yes,
obscenely
wonderful.
tanned.
And
Maybe,
yet-
hey guys, give Paul Ryan a chance. I'm sure that now he's rising to this new prominent position. A lot of crazy stuff is gonna.
Paul
start coming out
Ryan
about
is
him.
so fucking boring. Like,
No, you know, that's just his external fiction. You know, once people actually discover what he's really like deep down inside, I'm sure he'll be fun.
Also, I don't
it's
think he
true.
cries.
It's just so that it's just so that people drop their guard, because he seems like nice on the surface, but once you actually see his budgetary suggestions, you know he's a fucking maniac.
Oh yeah, let's basically just do away with Medicare. It's like we'll give people vouchers, but with inflation, won't that? Yeah, it's fine. You know, it's
Also,
like
apparently he's into Rage Against the Machine. He's a big Rage fan.
that is strange.
he
And
may
he-
like their
and he-
music,
and he-
but I don't think he agrees with
He's
their
No.
politics.
He's just a
Well,
hipster. He likes it
announced this-
ironically.
he announced this, and then apparently, like, once the media caught wind of it, Tom Morello said, like, "Fuck you" or something.
I think that's the only course of action you could take at that point.
So Anthony, tell us about the whole thing where you were on the news as the shooter.
Oh
that
my
was
God.
pretty interesting.
It actually the article in the
Why
video
did you
that you
kill
guys
those people?
referenced was actually the biggest instance of it happening and the first kind of major instance of it happening. There were actually a few other examples, like a nationally broadcast Italian station, a Mexican station, and a few, as far as I could tell, a few like local American affiliates too, like, you know, whatever you would turn on in the morning to sort of see what the hell the traffic is in your area.
Yeah.
Ran my fucking picture, and it was mostly because the mainstream media had sort of waited because I don't know, I think some people in some newsrooms decided they wanted to take some kind of moral stance, and they were like, we're not going to release his picture. We're not going to release his picture. We're not releasing the picture. Maybe they super wanted to verify that this picture that was floating around the internet was in fact him. So for about a day or so, we knew that the shooting happened, but they weren't putting his picture on the news. But the thing is, the internet already had a hold of his picture. So of course, where his picture was being posted all over the place on Twitter and on 4chan too, and people on 4chan, especially on the music board, are obsessed with me. They started making these comparisons right away that we looked alike. So as a result, when the news media finally started going on to social media, started going on to 4chan, where allegedly he had made a post before doing what he did, there were all these photos of me as well. Plus, when a lot of these news organizations were Google searching his name, my picture was coming up right away in the fucking Google image search.
How
So-
convenient.
I know. And the thing is, all the pictures that people had of him were these grainy, dark Instagram photos, but the pictures...
All right, we've had enough of your fucking lies. Why did you kill those people?
You know, I've just been asked that question so many times over the past, you know, few weeks or so, and I just don't, you know, I don't know.
You're not sure why.
There's probably just not enough good albums coming out this year.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I was probably brokenhearted that the Manson album wasn't as great as I thought it was going to be. That's all.
Yeah, well, you're so sad.
Blasphemy!
Manson inspires yet another fucking shooting.
That's true. He's a horrible person, and if his music wasn't around, I think we would be living in a world that's a lot less violent.
Yeah, you know, even that guy that stabbed,
Paradise Lost,
even
man.
that guy that stabbed all those people in Sweden and was a big fan of mine, apparently. He had some Manson tracks on there, so I'm like, you know, this is yet another one they could pin on Manson if they really wanted to.
You had a fan who stabbed people?
Yeah, I did.
In Sweden. Yeah, in Sweden.
Yeah,
he
some
did.
dude in Sweden.
I think he was also a fan of Repsion.
Yeah,
also.
he was a fan of Repsion. He was a fan of me.
Well, it was definitely Repsion that did it then. He pretty much just, if you play like TJ and Repsion's videos back in tandem, it basically, you could the whole plan is just...
You could decode it.
Yeah, it's just unfurled in front of you. It's,
Yeah,
it's sickening.
Some dude went to a school wearing some like
It looks like a Darth Vader-esque...
Darth Vader Cobra Commander looking black weird getup.
I think he had a sword though.
Yeah, he had a sword, and he went in the halls, and then he posed for a photo with two people who thought he was in a Halloween costume, and then a teacher came out and asked what was going on, and he just like stabbed her in the gut, and then he started going after more people. He ended up like stabbing 4 people with the sword and killing 2.
Wait, how recent was this?
Like last
super
week?
recent. Super
Yeah.
recent.
Last week?
Fucking week?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And TJ is definitely responsible.
Yeah, I mean, I did put subliminal messages in several of my videos telling people to do sword attacks, but
Get the sword, stab, stab, stab.
I didn't think it was going to work, you know?
You know,
It's like Ozzy.
It's really the reverse
Yeah, you play
psychology of it.
you play it backwards, you know, and you hear me telling people to stab each other.
Well, you did that whole video about not nuking the Middle East, and I think it's just reverse psychology. You're telling people not to be violent, but we really know as your audience that you're telling people to fucking kill people.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's obvious.
Spot on.
Specifically with swords, specifically
In Sweden.
In Sweden.
At schools.
Yep.
Yep. Swedish people
Watch out.
need
Dress
to
like
grab
Cobra Commander.
swords and dress like supervillains and stab each other, and that is what I believe. That is one of my core convictions.
Well, it's
as
just
a
because
human
atheists
being.
have no moral conscience, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Why would
that's
they?
the whole reason I became an atheist, so I wouldn't have to obey the laws of God, you know? I just wanted to be able to do any immoral thing I wanted.
I wish I had found out about the living man thing first. I probably would have went with that, but atheism, it's fine. It's a close second. I'm comfortable with it.
You can't be a living man and an atheist at the same time.
No, unfortunately, you cannot. You have to choose.
Yeah, I'm working on trying to combine the ideologies into the living atheist, but
I am the living atheist.
Do we know where he is? Because if we do, I would actually be interested in converting
to living manism.
Living manism.
One of the things I love about that fucking video is that he's sort of going on about nature and all this shit, and I don't know, his clothes look really rootsy, but then all of a sudden, after all of it, he gets into a fucking SUV.
Yeah.
At the very end of it, and I don't know what he should have whipped out an iPhone or something, and then been like, "Come on, guys, we did a good job here. Let's go to Red Lobster. I am the wind." The wind is calling me, telling me.
Yeah,
to
it would have been awesome
Lobster.
if a Bentley had just pulled up and a driver gets out. It's like, your door, sir, and he just goes away. And you're like, what just happened?
Oh man, yeah, I would just love to see more people try to take that same position in a court and just kind of see how far it gets them.
We need to just all become living people.
What is that? What are the other stupid one people do?
The government will be forced to recognize.
What's the stupid one people that they claim they're not a citizen or something, they're not subject to the laws?
They're natural citizens.
Yeah, they're natural citizens. I love that one too. There's so many videos online of them getting arrested. I'm a natural citizen. You can't do this. Then they get tased and they start screaming on the ground. You're like, you know what? It is fucked up. The police brutality is fucked up and it's wrong. But this is pretty fucking funny. I'm sorry. This is pretty fucking funny.
Scotty says police brutality is funny.
Not the one where they just grab the girl at her desk, but where it's morons. You're like, yeah, I can't really feel too bad about it.
You heard it here first.
Scotty approves of police brutality.
I guess in a way I do. I mean, you guys have watched
greatest thing ever.
I think you guys have watched plenty of those videos. I think I saw TJ and Ben jerking off to him, but I guess they disapprove of it.
Hold on.
They feel dirty.
No, I wasn't jerking off to the police brutality in the videos.
I can't believe I said you were the greatest thing about the Drunken Peasants, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I know. I am a piece of shit. I admit it.
Play a video.
All right.
Yeah.
Troll or not a troll? Here we go.
So, I am going to speak
really
my
good
thoughts
one.
on teen pregnancy and...
How are those boobs talking?
Yeah, so basically,
Oh.
What's going
I
on?
myself would not have a kid this young just because, I can't even do my eyeliner equally. So
Right.
what makes me think I'll be able to take care of a kid? You know what I'm saying?
Seems like a
That's
troll.
the first thing. Then, the second thing is why would you, ruin your pussy? Such young pussy. You could be a porn star, you could be a doctor, you could be
Troll.
a
Troll.
you
Come
could be a
on,
porn
troll.
star,
Troll.
Buy your wreck your pussy.
Guys,
or a doctor or a lawyer?
To me, her reasoning is completely sound thus far. I
is.
can't say I agree. I mean, I can't say I disagree right now.
He's like, girl, don't wreck that pussy. Anthony Fantano, you
Hey,
quote him
some
on
people,
that.
some people are very pussy conscious. Okay.
Well, you know what? I understand. You know what? I commend you, sir.
Okay. And I'm just saying her reasoning is sound thus far. I don't disagree. I think honestly, I think even the most cursory of reasons are good reasons not to get teen pregnant. But whatever.
Maybe they want to start young. They're reading some books. You're like, hey, kids, 13 years old, we're having fucking kids. Why not? They got to keep it going. Medieval peasants, they had something going. They knew what was going on. I mean, sure, they lived short lives, but
Yeah.
you could die at any day. You could die any moment. You might as well have some kids now.
That's
So,
true.
still
if
a
you're really
troll.
if you're really worried about your mortality and your legacy, start pumping them out as early as possible.
Oh yeah.
But make sure that you learn to do your eyeliner even on both eyes first before you start having kids. It's a precursor.
why would
to
you
good
ruin it,
parenthood.
pushing out some random, whale out of your pussy? No, you're gross.
Pushing out a random whale.
Another...
A red? Yeah, that would be gross. It's just
And you'd be dead as well.
She's gonna
aware
push
that
a
only
blue whale
humans
out of
would
her
come
pussy.
there, correct?
That would be pretty funny to see, though.
Yeah, just all of a sudden an animal birth just coming out of there.
I don't know, man. We're getting to your fetishes now. I mean, what's going on here?
She
I'm
drops
just saying,
a fully developed.
You're just saying, all right, man. You threw it out there. I ain't gonna judge you.
Okay, don't judge me. Please don't.
I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna
don't
judge.
Don't judge your guests.
So is the consensus troll?
Oh yeah, complete fucking troll.
I see. Know. I mean, I think I'm gonna say not a troll, but that means
you're garbage.
Garbage.
3-1. Democracy in action.
Democracy wins again.
All right, moving on. Look at Mario.
I gotta say that Alex Jones is still my favorite. He just has the best expression.
I don't know. The matinee is a close second.
The matinee. You said people to call me a matinee. What?
That was when you see the depths of fucking Brett Keith's total ignorance. Just like the unfathomable depths of stupidity. You called me a matinee? It's like, what? That doesn't make any fucking sense, you retard. if honestly, I can say this: if Brett Keith was dead, I just wouldn't even care. Like one of the fucking few people in the world. If he was dead in a fucking ditch, I wouldn't be like, oh man, it's terrible.
I don't know.
I'd be popping a fucking champagne cork. Fuck that dude.
Scotty, come on.
I don't care if he knows it.
Scotty, ease up. You don't want to create a situation here.
With individuals.
Oh, you're right. I take everything back, but I still hate his. Actually, I love him, but I hate his family. Okay, I take it back. Fuck your family, Brett Keane. But I love you.
This picture reminds me of this Vine clip I saw of him where he's just like slamming papers on the desk and he's like, "They're putting chemicals in the water. They've turned the freaking frogs gay."
Wow, you can do his voice pretty well, actually.
Do it again.
Do it.
They've turned the freaking frogs gay.
That's awesome. Now you should do an Alex Jones parody video, dude. You can nail it.
Are we gonna do Craigslist?
The frogs are.
Yeah, you know what?
Oh yeah.
You can read it. You can read Craigslist as Alex Jones. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever done that before, so that would be interesting.
Yep. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Theory in there somewhere, so it's fitting.
Anthony, before we move on here, I think I'm going to end the call and call you back really quick because the audio is really low, and usually if we call you back, it gets better for some reason.
If I turned it up on my amp over here, will that maybe fix it?
Possibly. You could try.
I'll try to make a difference here.
You could be making a difference.
Does that help? I turned it up. Does that help? Is that better?
Blop, blop, blop.
Yeah, I think it's better now.
I'm like watching TJ.
I turned it up even more.
Oh.
Okay,
Hello.
cool.
Hey. Let me know if this is better.
Yeah, I would say it's better.
I'm watching TJ the moderator. He just looks like he doesn't even know where the fuck he is. Like for a second, he's like has this look on his face where it's like just kind of looking around, like where am I?
First of all, his hair is all fucked up. Like
you got the Bernie Sanders do going on
because of the headphones. Like it's pretty. It's pretty fun.
He just looked like he's like, what's going on?
Yeah, where am I?
Whoa, bro.
Is that what's going on?
I don't know.
Read between the fucking lines on that one. So, videos.
All right, next video is G-Time Johnny. LOD defeats any GOD man ever masturbated to.
Oh, okay, of course. We all know this.
That's the title.
We already knew this going into this video. I don't understand what needs to be explained.
Being a dead horse here, but all right.
Oh gosh, the pink shirt. We're all pink inside.
Okay,
that's true.
This video is about Lord. Not the Lord or the God that the others like. This is about literacy.
The dog looks so uncomfortable.
Literacy of what?
The dog is also awesome.
Yes, the dog is awesome, but the dog kind of just looks like, what's going on? Maybe the dog understands
Why
G-Time.
would the dog look any other way than that. I mean, it doesn't know what's going on.
Dude, the fucking dog. Okay, actually, the dog does. It's not a word slave like you. This dog actually has G-time figured the fuck out.
Yeah,
is that dog a word slave, TJ?
It only sees Earth time objects and stuff.
There you go. This fucking dog is actually a goddamn fucking genius, and we're idiots.
This dog could also be a part of a mentality that's totally different from his, where he believes that cameras steal his dog's soul, which is why he's looking away, because direct eye contact with the camera sucks the soul straight out of the head.
Wow.
Or maybe there's a squirrel over there.
That's true, too.
And where it's going, I don't know. But how it began, I could tell you. Was that if you look back in my videos, you'll see me doing this a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Earth, man. You know, strict inheritance.
Right.
Man.
All right, but
I'm just watching the dog.
Strict inheritance. None of that fucking namby-pamby, kinda, sorta inheritance. We need strict inheritance. That means something. Just those two words by themselves. So much meaning.
There needs to be a G-Time Johnny and Living Man crossover. it just fucking has to happen.
They need to get together.
They fucking do, man.
I want to see them have a debate.
Yes.
On whether, G-Time is the truth or Living Manism is the truth.
That would be epic, man. You know it would be fucking
Why
hilarious.
not throw Gail in while you're at it?
She could be the moderator.
Moderated by Gail Cord-Schuler.
And she can ask all the questions to the candidates.
It'll all be about Brent Spiner.
And Jesuits.
They could be the official president of the Drunken Peasants podcast.
I would register for college again if G-Time Johnny did a lecture series, or did like a 300 level class in G-Time.
On G-Time? Oh my god.
Everyone would pass the course because you would never fail anyone and there'd be no grades. It'd just be like, G-Time, and you're just like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, basically to pass, you're just like, yes, I understand it. G-Time is good.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, this all makes sense. I'm not going to explain it to you because I don't want to be a word slave.
Yep.
But Laud goes back. This is Laud. All right, it goes back even farther. All right.
Yeah.
Is that this equals matter?
Matter.
All right.
All right.
You know, the second one that you did I believe means fuck you in the UK. If you
Really?
go like that. Yeah.
This one. Yep.
Yeah.
In Australia, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you, bitches.
Fuck you,
This
everybody in the universe.
equals energy.
Energy.
You put the two together,
Uh-huh.
and you have Laud.
What do you like better, TJ? Do you like
All
this
right,
better, or
and
do you
you'll
like
notice
this
how,
better?
Take it.
As far as energy and matter, and what Blossom, the world sheep, processes is all energy and matter. But then we have an extra.
Yeah, see, the dog does know
have
fucking
an extra
G-Time.
object. Man.
See, okay, so everyone in the UK that's watching the show could make a meme out of this.
Yeah, that's true.
Oi, fuck you, you cunt!
Yeah, basically.
G-Time Johnny is flipping you guys
Yeah.
off with your weird little fuck you gesture.
Yeah.
This is how G-Time Johnny feels about those
Yeah.
fuckers. He's like, this is what I think about you guys. What's up? What's up?
Bitch.
Yeah.
An object. Granted, they are energy and matter, but if you'll see in the drawings that they're not, married to the energy, because we are the thinking energy and we have to process it. All right, so anything that needs us to exist is this. It's kind of like if you look at what's flowing through our body electromechanically, it's the same as what's flowing in the to our houses. That's driving all the electricity.
Flowing
The
to our
electricity
houses?
going to our houses is the same
Okay.
as what's in our body, except that's conducted by copper, and this is conducted by natal biology or biology.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess at rest or in action, the human body doesn't the human body conduct some incredibly low levels of electricity?
We're
Maybe
such
that's what
good
he's getting at.
batteries that the Matrix wants us just
Exactly.
for that purpose,
Exactly.
We're in it right now.
Exactly.
Humming away.
So, I mean, it makes sense to me. And I hope that if an alien civilization ever visits the desolate ruins of what once was our planet, that G-Time Johnny's YouTube videos somehow survive, because that's really what they need to see to understand the human condition. You know, I hope they watch
That should be on the probes that we've launched that are like leaving the solar system.
Yeah, because, you know, if anyone can understand this shit, it's going to be an advanced alien race.
Yep.
And hopefully they'll know what to do with it. Because it's just too brilliant for us. We can't even decipher the genius of it. We know that it is brilliant because what we are able to glean is, you know, so powerful and so evocative.
He's just more evolved than you, TJ. He's more evolved.
Yeah, you know.
He surpassed you.
It's like an ant trying to comprehend the words of God. You know, it's impossible.
Yep.
I love the confidence with which he says all this stuff. It's as if it had been taught to him at a very young age, and he's telling it to all of us as now this sage of a very large community where everyone just sort of functions on this mindset. It's really convincing.
I feel like he learned it from a woman named Lucy.
Ah.
Yeah.
And so
Definitely a
the
good
only
theory.
difference is that we think and it doesn't. All right,
Houses?
electricity doesn't think, but you know, physics aware thinking energy does think. All right, that's what's in Blossom.
Oh, that poor dog.
That's what's in me. That's what's in you, and that's what the literacy object stands for.
Yeah.
All right, but then when you add man things, you know that we have our
This is where it gets
own
fucked up.
biology that the energy rides. I did not flip you off. All right,
You
and
did
so
actually
and
in
so
the UK and in
Yeah.
Australia.
What the fuck, man?
Damn. G-Time Johnny is hardcore. That's what he
Fuck
thinks.
you too, G-Time Jimmy.
Are you combining them? Is that what
It's a
you're...
double insult.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
It's a double insult to everyone there.
Fuck this guy. He's a real shit stirrer.
Yeah, I can always just tell him about him.
Troll. Troll, guys. Troll.
I would,
Got it.
you know, that it would be an awesome troll if it was, but I really don't think
No,
it is.
he's not.
You just can't handle
He's really the only person I enjoy on Crazy People. All the other ones I just fucking despise.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah. No, he's very nice. He's very pleasant. He's very friendly. And there's nothing that seems like dangerous or off-putting about what he's saying,
No.
I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna have him on again eventually here. He's launching something.
We're
I
going
don't-
to talk to him about ICP.
Launching
yeah.
something?
Yeah,
An app?
yeah,
G-Time app?
something. I didn't get all the details, but he said he was launching something.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be
But,
useful to
yeah,
all humanity.
G-Time Johnny posted a ICP playlist of the ICP songs that he likes best. What? Yeah.
Fucking shit. And I used to love some ICP back in junior high. That was
Sipping
the
his
shit.
fucking Fago, dude.
Me too.
G-Time, man. Like, me too. I want the Fago. Give me a
I
fucking
wasn't talking about
drink.
the fake. I was talking about
Oh, ICP
it's
fan.
about bumping ICP in junior high and shit.
You love Bizarre, TJ. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
You love that shit.
It was a simpler time. Everybody was listening to ICP and Wu-Tang and Eminem. Nobody knew what was bad or good. We all just liked our gimmicky, loud, angry rap music. Didn't matter if it was coming from New Yorkers or clowns.
Yeah. It was a purer time.
It was.
A
Before
time
people were
less
getting stabbed
mired in
in stores and
self-indulgence. Yeah. Real
Before that
sad the
shitty
times.
Amazing Atheist channel came onto YouTube.
I know,
Just
and
fucked
ruined
everything up.
people's lives, you know?
People still bought DVDs, you know, tiny, like small pieces of plastic for $20 that are manufactured for $1. Yeah, it was a simpler time.
A purer time.
But then it really went downhill when that needle drop fuck came around.
God, that was the
Fuck, you're
worst.
right. You're right. But then it got even worse when the Drunken Peasants got on fucking YouTube. Jesus.
Yeah,
No,
that was when everything eroded.
That's like
In all
the
fairness, this
Rapture.
show is a cesspool of horrible things
Yes.
that people probably should not watch. Anyway, what's the next horrible thing that people should probably not watch?
You.
23 October 2015. To the members of
Finally,
Comedy Central,
a voice of
press
reason.
contact for The Colbert Report, Renata Luxak and Eve Kenny, Editor-in-Chief David Daly at Salon.com, Editor Paul DeCray at The Daily Mail, Editor-in-Chief of Gawker Tommy Craggs, President and Editor-in-Chief of The Huffington Post Ariana Huffington, Executive Editor of Alternet, Don Hazen. The Editor of Daily Kos, Marcos Molitsas. Editor at the New York Times, Jen Baquette. Editor of the London Times, John Witherow. Editor of the LA Times, Devon Maharaj. And finally, to the Editor of the San Diego Union Tribune, Jeff Light. I am a woman who is being harassed online for being a feminist. Feminists online are every day.
Oh, this video's still on? Has
in-
this video been on for an hour or something?
Incorrect. Jenny, you're not harassed online because you're a feminist. You're harassed online because you're a moron.
I love her professional demeanor in this video. She's broken out the suit jacket and everything.
Yeah.
Of course, you would immediately judge what a woman is wearing, you misogynist.
And it was very.
If a man was in this video, you'd never care or comment about his appearance.
It's very bold of her to go with that semi-bowl cut thing she's got going on.
Oh, of course. Now she's going to be shamed for having a non-traditional haircut.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? When TJ had bangs.
Yeah.
I think it's a very traditional haircut. I believe the last time I saw that haircut was in the Three Stooges. So that's going pretty far back.
Yeah, it is.
That's going
Now she
back.
just needs the Hitler mustache. And the time machine is complete.
I'm going to open.
Private information posted online, such as email, home address, home phone, IP address, etc., for the express purpose of silencing them or getting them to leave online spaces. The threat for women like me is that someone
That's
may
not a
copy
threat
the
exclusive
posted
to
home
women. That's a
address
threat.
and assault me
That's a threat that
physically or
happens
Yes.
to anybody who
And
shares an opinion.
As we know, on the
I'm
internet, if
writing
you
an
try to
open
threaten a
letter to many
man,
online media outlets
just-
regarding a particular person responsible
They
for
shut
the
it down
majority of
immediately.
you know, I was going to respond to him. It's like, it's so stupid.
I mean, I imagine it's probably more insane for you, TJ, but I mean, even just reviewing fucking music, like my personal information's turned up online. I've gotten death threats just up the fucking ass.
Yeah, I sent you some after that fucking Manson
thank
review.
you.
So
Thank you. I could tell which ones were yours. They were a little sexual in nature.
yeah,
I didn't know whether to-
I'm a real kinky guy, you know.
Yep.
online harassment, which has led to a feminist by the name of Anita Sarkeesian to receive a bomb threat at a speaking event
Hold
in
on.
Utah.
They are already aware of Anita Sarkeesian. She's a mainstream media figure at this point. And her bomb threat, the only reason you know about her bomb threat is because it was well covered. So do you really think you're telling the Huffington Post and all these other major publications?
By the websites that she's bringing up right now.
Right. It's like, I'm going to regurgitate to you information that you already know.
Well, in the feminist community, this is a big thing now because, like, I think there was like a South by Southwest thing about Gamergate that was canceled due to threats, and now the feminists they're just going to try to make threats to keep us out of the space. And it's like I think the feminists have plenty of spaces they've talked about this, like, and obviously people making threats is fucked up. I'm not going to defend that, but I mean it's just kind of like the name of the game now. These people on 4chan, these trolls just know how to push your guys' buttons, so they're just going to keep doing it.
Anyone out there making threats, I'm going to fucking kill you.
She was featured on the Colbert
Threats
Report
over.
earlier this year
No one was
to
ever
explain the
threatened
terror
again.
she lives in because of her harassers online. The user responsible for the major uprising online is a chemist living in the Czech Republic who goes by the name of Dr. Philip Mason,
My God.
aka
Who
Thunderfoot.
can we get on the case calling Philip Mason?
Yes.
Ben, when you saw
Thunderfoot.
Anita Sarkeesian, did it look like she was living in fear?
Yeah,
No.
terror.
Was she looking over her shoulder and shivering and
Nope.
just totally freaking out? And
Was she
looking
drenched
like-
in sweat?
No.
Was she
But then after
covered,
you took that
surrounded by
fucking
security?
Yeah,
Right.
security
She was
everywhere.
afraid then. She was afraid after she took that you took that picture, you piece of garbage.
Yeah, they scared Anita Sarkeesian all the way to the fucking bank.
All the way to the bank.
She's so poor Anita Sarkeesian. She had to cancel her speaking engagement that she was getting paid over $100,000 for.
Yeah,
And she still got to keep the money anyway. Poor Anita. Aw. She got paid over $100,000 for doing nothing. I feel so bad for her, don't you guys?
Hey, fundraising takes a lot of time. You can't just be doing scheduled talks, because if you do, then she got all that money afterwards.
I'm
But,
sorry.
you know,
I'm sorry. I'm
Anita-
just sitting here waiting for her to finish that
Excuse
fucking
me.
series.
That's what I'm saying. Anita, she doesn't have time to do a lot of these talks or anything, or do these media interviews because she's so busy working on this, tropes versus women in video game series. You know, that's why they come out in such an expedient manner.
She just did that new Assassin's Creed review. I read somewhere that she invented a new type of review.
Oh, really? What's that?
I don't know. I think she just kind of focused on the lack of sexism in the game and the narrative of the game, and I think that qualified as a new genre of game review.
Neat. This game is certified not sexist by Anita Sarkeesian.
That was pretty much her conclusion, though.
She needs to get a little...
The Anita seal of approval.
Yeah, they need to get the Anita seal of approval and put it on the
video
games that she approves of so that you know, as a feminist, this game was approved by Anita.
Game developers are coming to Anita's house with fucking, briefcases filled with money. You approve of this one, right?
Anita, I know this is...
like EV. If you went to EV or like GameStop and there was like a giant fucking like golden seal with Anita's face on it and it just said on the game, not sexist, I would be fucking the fuck out of that store with that game.
Yeah, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Because then you know.
Quality is certified
The
by Anita Sarkeesian.
SJW seal of approval.
But yeah, I mean, Anita, I guess eventually, though, the game companies would be like, yeah, bringing her money, and she'd be like, well, this game is full of, half-naked women that seem to be nothing more than sex objects, and then they, give her a big envelope full of $100 bills, and like, take another look, and she's like, actually, I think that I see what your overall message was there with that.
Yeah, female empowerment.
Online. He has recently threatened to have the personal information of myself and a few other feminists online exposed because we have been protesting his abusive online behavior. A letter writing campaign was begun where a few feminists wrote letters to his employer listed on his Wikipedia page in order to express concerns about his actions. His retaliation was...
Yeah, right.
Okay, so basically...
Disingenuous to the fucking core. They want him to be fired. Come on.
You were trying to silence someone who has not engaged in troubling online behavior, who has simply tried to argue a position different than your own. You've tried to censor him by getting him fired. It didn't work because the people he works for are apparently too enlightened to fall for that stupid fucking bullshit. So now that the tables are turned, you're trying to turn to the mainstream fucking media and beg them to dig you out of your fucking hole.
And she's claiming that he's threatening to release all of this information or something?
Yeah.
Because where is the proof of this? Has he emailed her? I haven't seen a video where he's claiming that he'll do this.
Right.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Reveal the work and Yelp page of one of the feminists, Jennifer Keller, who was forced to remove her business website, Yelp account, YouTube account, and Twitter account, all due to the severe harassment she was receiving.
Whoa, wait!
No.
You guys decided you took it upon yourself to write harassing letters about him to his work, and it's like, that's justified. But what happens back to you, it's wrong. And this is within 1 fucking minute, and they just don't even see the hypocrisy.
They're stupid and they're sick.
Began receiving phone calls to her home where people accused her of being a pedophile, as well as other comments of a harassing nature. This morning,
Someone called her Jenny McBullcut.
She looks like fucking Lloyd Christmas from
That's true.
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh my god!
all of my private information was released on YouTube, and I removed my Yelp because a hacker sent me a private message warning me to remove it, as people can find the spots I frequent due to the reviews I've left. I also receive death and rape threats very often online, which I've screenshot and reported. We need to do something to fight this online harassment of women and hopefully put an end to it.
TJ, ever gotten death threats?
Yep.
Ever gotten rape threats?
Probably.
Okay. Well, those you probably like saved or replied to.
Yeah, I was like,
But-
sure, anytime.
I'm just going to lay down on my stomach, let you do as you will.
TJ has never been threatened online. He's a man. Come on.
Yeah, only women are threatened online.
Right.
Man. Everyone knows that.
I've never been threatened online.
No, never.
It's impossible.
it. Sarkeesian recently went to the United Nations and spoke out against the bullying that is extreme.
It's kind of like when Brett Keane came on here and was like, see this video? This guy made one saying I'm gay. And then we're like, well, we have a video made by the same guy that has Scotty in it calling Scotty gay.
Yeah, and it's like, what's the point, Brett? And it's like, I don't know. I'm just an individual in my situation. So. Orn.
Nah, that guy was being serious. He knows Brett's gay.
Maybe Brett is gay. You don't know.
Prevalent in online spaces and offered solutions to make minor changes that could protect people from being attacked at their jobs or their homes simply for being women online. However, I am in desperate need of your help.
Okay,
I have a growing YouTube channel.
I don't know if you understand this.
So disingenuous.
You're not just a woman online, all right? You're an opinionated jackass online. I know because I, too, am an opinionated jackass online. All right? Opinionated jackasses are going to receive negative attention from people who don't agree with their bullshit.
I think this
so
is, I
people
think
who
we should
watch
form-
you and decide, you know, Jenny McDermott's a real fucking twit. And 99% of the people that decide you're a twit are not going to do anything worse than tell you that you're a fucking twit or argue with one of your stupid points. But then there's going to be the 1% of fucking crazy people that are like, yeah, we're going to fucking come rape and murder you, Jenny. But even
Sounds
those
like we need to form an opinionated jackass union on YouTube. Opinionated
not a bad
jackasses
idea.
aren't going to take this shit.
The local
anymore.
44.
When have opinionated jackasses ever taken any shit?
Opinionated
anyway?
jackasses on the internet. United.
That's true. I think
You could never unite us, though. That's the
No,
problem.
no, that would never work.
Yes, we could. That's my opinion, bitch.
You're wrong.
No, fuck you. You're wrong.
You're wrong.
My opinion is right.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're insane. Ben has gone insane.
I think we're better than all these other opinionated jackasses.
These fucking idiots.
The Jackass Club.
Anyway, to recap what we've seen so far,
Yeah.
Jenny McDermott is a moron, and
Do you want to?
Was that ever in doubt?
Do you want to skip to the end of the video so we're we're sure that this isn't just?
Yeah, let's skip to the end so she can't pull that. You didn't watch the end.
It's almost over.
Let's just watch the rest.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
But my voice is still very small. I need to be able to reach people through you and give voice to this positive and peaceful movement.
Wow.
That
Mainstream media, please cover me and make me the next Anita Sarkeesian.
Yeah, no one's doing that. No one's watching that. What's that smell? Oh, it's desperation.
Oh shit, this is like that.
and other women online have begun to be a force in the face of absolute savage behavior. Thank you for your consideration.
Yes, everyone, help make Jenny McDermott famous.
Oh my God.
Help make the mainstream media give this woman the megaphone she deserves because she has a cunt.
And he's like, you can make Jenny McDermott famous.
That seems fair.
You just did a little weird Johnny Depp laugh at the end of that. It was kind of disconcerting to me.
She's like, okay, all right,
I know
man.
exactly how to rub you the wrong way.
Just take the wallet, man. Just go.
Do you know how to rub me the right way?
Hey, Anthony, I'm going to end the call and call you back really quick.
Yeah, because you fucking suck, Anthony.
Okay. I'm going to call you right back.
We're going to call you back, even though you suck. Fuck that guy, man. He's a piece of shit.
Really?
I despise his every fucking moment of existence. I hope he dies a really painful death. Anyway.
You know what? As long as some innocent animals don't die, TJ. TJ hates vegans so much, and I was like,
Here we go.
I'm like,
okay, wait just 1 second here. I have to turn you down, but I think this is going to work a lot better. For some reason, we have to make 2 calls to make the fucking audio work here.
Yo, are you guys talking about veganism? What the fuck?
Yep.
I leave for 1 second, and then you're talking about veganism?
yeah.
That's correct.
I would say TJ's all like, he was pissed at you, I guess, for something you posted or something, and then I'm like, TJ, can we just agree that it's really just me you're mad at and hate? And he's like, yeah, it's true.
I posted a video about that World Health Organization study just to kind of break balls, just kind of piss my audience off for a second because I thought it would be fun to get a reaction out of everybody.
I hate vegans so much.
Why do you hate vegans so much, TJ?
I hate them. I just hate them. They're disgusting people.
I came here for two reasons. One, to be the Scotty defense squad. If I hear Scotty being mistreated in any kind of way, I'm going to get in the way.
Yeah.
And also be the vegan defense squad. So, no.
We already have a vegan. We already have a fucking vegan defense squad.
Scotty. So just defend Scotty, and you'll be doing
but Scotty is not even vegan though.
No, I'm not.
You know, Scotty.
I'm 90 to 95% vegan.
Yeah, well, you know,
that's what I am. I actually did the math. I figured it out. That's pretty much what it is.
You're 90. He's 95% vegan. So only 95% morally superior to all.
Only
those
95%.
95% across a time span of what, since you started?
Yeah.
So you're documenting every single thing you eat into a notebook.
He probably already did that.
It's like G-Man's prayer notebook.
Yes. 100% prayer success rate.
Yeah. God always says yes, no, or later.
Hey, I'm 95%, man.
Yeah, so not quite there.
Yeah, not quite there yet. Hoping to work up to 100%.
All right, here's the next video is some guy that's pissed off because I guess there's a female stormtrooper in the new Star Wars.
That is angry.
What?
That's sick.
No!
Affirmative action done gone too far.
You know what? Boycott the movie.
A bitch! A bitch! A bitch! A bitch as a stormtrooper?
Yeah.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be motherfucking kidding me.
Yeah.
Before he started,
fucking ghost
he kind of sounded like a fat,
and
sassy
now
lady to me before he started really going into what he was saying.
I mean, without the visual, you wouldn't really know it was a man talking, would you?
What's up with the flag behind him?
Yeah, why is it yellow?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a flag from another country.
It
looks like the Confederate flag.
It looks like maybe some Southern type flag, or maybe it is a version of the Confederate flag. And then there's the Empire Strikes Back. So I've never seen that before.
Yeah. I've never seen this flag with this color.
What I don't understand about this complaint already is, first of all, it's not as if stormtroopers are like these competent badasses anyway. I mean,
maybe they are now, though, TJ.
I don't know. But I mean, stormtroopers, they suck at their jobs. They can't shoot for shit. They're dumb as fuck. They get killed left and right.
Unless they're only going to stun, then they can hit you.
I mean, in the original trilogy, aren't they clones according to the canon from the?
No, we're going to disregard that happened.
Is that being disregarded, like in the new movies?
I believe that it's been stated.
It should.
I think that they're pretty much writing it as if those didn't happen.
Wow.
At least I hope they are.
Those are shit.
You know,
I believe I've heard
JJ
J.J. Abrams say something to that effect. I'm not 100% sure though.
When I saw the trailer, I sort of presumed that the stormtroopers that might sort of not be clones or might be black or might be women or whatever, I thought might have been undercover in some kind of way, and they're kind of stealthily hiding out as stormtroopers or something. I don't really know.
I mean, I don't think that they were ever intended to still be clones in the new trilogy. I mean, like...
How much creative control does George Lucas have? Does he have none?
I believe it's next to nothing.
Wow. Okay, so maybe.
You know what? I don't think that's entirely true. I think he does have some effect on the movies, but not as much as the previous movies, though.
I'm pretty sure I've heard that he's like... They listen to what he has to say, but no one's compelled to actually do what he says.
I always thought that was dumb. That it's like, what's the fucking purpose of making an army of clones?
But another thing is, Princess Leia in the original trilogy could pwn the fuck out of a stormtrooper. So you already have seen that there's women in the Star Wars universe tougher than stormtroopers.
Exactly.
So what does it fucking matter?
So is that
dressed as a motherfucking stormtroopers? Fuck this shit. Fuck you, George Lucas, you fucking old sellout. Fuck you, J.J. Abrams, you piece of...
There's a good chance this guy's trolling.
Yeah, this guy has got to be a troll. I'm like come on.
Scumbag, I had faith in you.
Guys, come on. Those potato chip oil stains right beneath his neck are 100% fucking real.
Yeah, that's true.
I believe
not
this
trolling.
guy is truth. He's the truth.
You
He's the way
was
and the
the
truth and the
chosen
light.
one,
Or life.
and you stabbed us in the back just like fucking goddamn Darth Vader did.
Yeah. Wait.
You cut our arms off too, and you're also our father.
I'll tell you what, he's great though.
He should be a wrestling promoter.
Great at what? Jesus.
And fuck you, you fake, phony, fraud Star Wars fans who take anything. As long as they give you a fucking movie, you'll accept everything. Fuck canon, fuck the original trilogy, fuck everything else, right? As long as they give it to you, give it to you. You're like fucking goddamn whores.
Yeah.
I bet this guy did not make a peep when the prequels came out. He's like, oh, this is good.
That definitely shit on the original trilogy plenty of times.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't
wasn't.
understand why
It was
people
not.
are thinking about it now.
Yeah, it clearly, if you, I mean, it was not the backstory that was alluded to in the original trilogy at all. So.
I think that if TJ sees the next 2 Star Wars movies that come out, if he sees them both and he ends up not liking them, he should not see the third one. Like, he should purposefully avoid seeing the third one.
Not gonna happen.
I'm too much of a completist for that.
There's no way he would do that.
Once you're 2 episodes in, it's too deep.
Yeah, I know. They would have to be, and they would have to be so bad. I mean, I watched every prequel, so I mean, multiple times.
The Phantom Menace is terrible.
You're part of the problem, TJ.
Part of the problem.
I agree. I am.
You're paying them to make shitty movies.
We saw the first 3 Transformers movies, so yeah.
Yeah, but I stopped going after that.
You're paying them to make shitty movies.
I nearly was killed by the last, the third Transformers movie.
You can't even complain about them making shitty movies because you go to see them all.
He did review them though, so.
Yeah, I mean, I did. I had to review the Transformers movies.
Okay, sure.
So I mean, that was like more for work.
Yeah, we did it to review them. That had nothing to do with
I went and saw the first one out of my own interest.
Well, yeah,
but then I saw like this is shit.
Did you see Indiana Jones Crystal Skull?
Yeah, oh, of course.
I thought it was gonna be good. I was wrong.
Fucking aliens, come on.
I really don't hate it as much as some other people, but it's still pretty bad. I mean, I could think of a few things I actually liked about it.
Well, like what?
I guess I can't actually.
Around that
so fuck you, TJ.
Fuck you, TJ.
Fuck you.
Around that same time is when the Rocky Balboa movie came out too, but I thought that was a good.
I like that movie.
Yeah, I thought
that kind of brought closure to the story.
Yeah, it was much. It was a much better conclusion than Rocky 5 was. So, yeah. But now there's a new semi kind of almost Rocky movie coming out.
Yeah, but it's
Creed.
Yeah, Rocky has cancer or some shit, and it's like, is Rocky gonna die?
Will Rocky die?
I thought.
Maybe.
Hold on, isn't Apollo Creed dead? Is this like a prequel kind of thing?
No, this is his son, man.
His son.
Oh, I see.
His son is fucking getting into the boxing game. He's gonna avenge his father.
Yeah.
He's gonna go kill Dolph Lundgren.
I don't know about that. I think he's gonna live on the memory. He's gonna get the Creed name back in the game.
Fucking A.
Have you ever seen the Masters of the Universe movie?
No.
No?
Oh, you're lucky.
We watched it because we did a review of it, and it is atrocious. And Dolph Lundgren,
awesome.
Dolph Lundgren plays He-Man, but if they didn't call him He-Man, you wouldn't even know.
He doesn't. I mean, to say that he plays anything.
Stop. He literally has lines like that where people are like fighting for their lives, and he's like,
I'm not
"Stop."
going to hurt you.
Okay, so
he doesn't say anything
comparison
clever or
to
anything.
The Street Fighter movie, is it worse than the Street Fighter movie?
Oh, which one is worse?
I don't know. Maybe the Street Fighter movie should be one of our movies.
Oh,
how about the fucking Mortal Kombat movies?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that last
Mortal
one
Kombat 2 is the
pretty much
worst.
every scene was green screen.
Especially that second one.
Yeah, we could review those, but those that's fucking tough.
I don't know. I haven't seen the Street Fighter movie since it came out in theaters, so I was a little.
Who's gonna go home? And who's gonna come with me?
It's some powerful stuff.
Yeah.
One of the greatest movie speeches of all time.
Oh, I do remember that part of the movie.
I only remember it from watching the nostalgic.
Where it's like,
movie.
yeah, it's like, okay, well, yeah, whatever. You remember.
No.
All right, moving on. Here's Kent Hovind. The video is Socialist Bernie Sanders Explains Reform Ideas.
When's that Kent review? It's going to be next episode, right? Waiting on it.
Keep waiting.
Okay.
Good evening, folks. Sorry I'm so late here. It's the 19th of October.
Yeah,
Kent
you're
Hovind
late,
speaking.
bitch.
9:30
Far
at night.
more fucking
A little
punctual.
behind on broadcast here. Sorry about that. I want to make a few
Procrastinating
comments
piece
about
of
Bernie
garbage.
Sanders'
Oh,
speech
whatever,
that he
man.
made and show you the mindset of some of these socialists and communists.
Yeah,
and
show us the
Marxists.
mindset of this
and
fucking
morons.
piece of
This fucking
shit.
communist liar.
I've never seen Hovind get political before like this.
Yeah, but now we got a socialist trying to run for president.
A communist more like it, TJ.
He's both, because you guys know it's the same
It's the
thing.
It's the same
They're the
fucking
same.
Put them all in the same category. The Bible says in Proverbs 28, verse 2, "For the transgression of the land, many are the princes thereof." The more wicked a country gets, the more government they need. God gives them
Wow.
more and more princes to eat up the substance of the government. And I think America is
Yeah.
pretty wicked and getting worse. And
What a shock.
God just might give us somebody like Bernie Sanders.
Oh my God, no!
So
If
God,
that
Please, God,
happened-
don't.
so God,
Don't do
makes-
it.
Please give us Ted Cruz.
So as a punishment, we get Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, this could be horrible.
All right,
God.
that's good.
Let's keep
God,
invoking
come on,
God's
punish
wrath.
us.
Please.
If you're gay or even if you're not, try to engage in some sodomy tonight. God really doesn't like that. Every time you have butt sex, it's like a vote for Bernie
Start
Sanders.
worshiping other idols, whatever. Just you can worship a fucking, comic book character, anything. Just gotta
Be
piss God off.
lazy and slothful every day but the Sabbath.
Yeah, the Sabbath, you just need to fucking just
That's when you need to get all your work
Yeah.
done on the
every
Sabbath.
fucking thing.
Because that's the least holy day,
Listen to this interview, and let me stop and make a few comments on some of the things this guy said.
This kind of looks familiar. What Kent's doing.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
The format is infectious. The format is fucking infectious.
Yeah.
It gets weird. It's like becomes Inception-y at this point, where we have to watch him watching Bernie and commenting
Yep.
on Bernie, and then we are commenting on him, and whatever.
Yeah, and there's so many windows with people's heads.
And they're all white men. What a disgusting show. We need more fucking diversity.
We're the Eskimos on this podcast.
I want you to understand, this is really how he thinks.
Hey, have we ever had an Asian on this show once?
They're asking why it is they're working longer hours for low wages, why we have a massive level of income and wealth inequality,
Lower wages.
such that almost all of the new income and wealth is going to the top 1%.
All of the new
They want
income
a
and wealth is
discussion.
going to the
Yeah,
top.
he has a strong Brooklyn accent.
I guess they have.
Strong Jewish.
Yeah, Jewish Brooklyn. Yeah.
I guess they have Larry David play him on SNL.
Yes,
They,
he's
they
amazing.
did
at it.
once, yeah. I don't know if he's still doing it.
Yeah, that may be a one-time thing, but that was pretty good.
To know why it is that we are the only major country on earth that doesn't provide paid family and medical leave, why they can't send their kids
Yeah,
to
we
college.
don't need that
why
shit.
we
would not have
today
approved
more
of that.
people
The
in
community,
jail
the church can
than any
watch
other
children.
country
Come
on
on.
earth, 2.2
Jesus
billion
wanted
people.
all of our
And
kids
why
to
we're
go-
not investing in our young people in jobs and education rather than more jails and incarceration. Why we are not
This
dealing with
guy's
the
a loon.
reality of who controls our rigged economy and a corrupt political system, which as a result of Citizens
This
United
Sanders
is
guy's
allowing
out of
billionaires
control.
to buy elections. Why we are not dealing with climate change, the great global crisis facing our country. All of those issues are more important than Hillary Clinton's email.
Made up.
I can't believe
Sick.
I can't believe he doesn't want people to go to jail. What the fuck is wrong with him?
Yeah,
He doesn't want people to go to jail.
And he doesn't think
Oh,
Hillary's
he wants to
emails are
protect the
important.
environment.
it clearly works. Like people won't commit crimes because they don't want to go to jail.
Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Is it still turning to fall out there? Or is it just perpetual summer?
Of
Putting
which
people
there is
in
already
jail very
a
much
process.
helps the environment. If those people are in jail, they're not out driving.
Right?
Also,
Wow.
if there are more people in jail, the environment around me is safer because the people who would normally be in my vicinity are instead in jail.
Yeah, we need a green prisons, too,
Solar prison.
Yeah, solar prisons. Yeah, people
Are
in
they
high schools.
they're
Yeah.
powered with electric chair via solar power.
Yeah. Well, no. What they'll do there is they'll just have a giant magnifying glass and then they'll burn you like a fucking insect under it.
Yeah. It's very efficient.
Yeah.
Is underway to determine what happened.
All right, let me make a few comments about poor Bernie Sanders.
Please
Okay.
do. Poor
First of
Bernie
all,
Sanders.
paid college for everybody. Some people should not be going to college, okay? If suppose everybody in America had a college degree, then what? We had a bunch of people.
Then
come
what?
To the prison
Yeah,
outside.
we're
I don't
all
understand.
educated
What is
and
this,
shit.
I don't understand his reasoning here. I mean, he says that some people should not go to college, and obviously, this plan, the college is optional. People aren't being forced into college, but obviously,
Yeah, I think
under
I
the
think you have
current
to actually
system,
have good grades too.
yeah, I mean, there's that, and also, I mean, right now, the only people who can go to college are the people who can afford to go to college, and affording to go to college isn't necessarily a decider as to whether or not you should go.
Yeah, it is.
Just because you
Why
can
do we-
afford it, please go to college.
Why do
I
we
get it.
want a well-educated populace? Come on,
God
people.
has blessed certain people with money and certain people without money, and that's God's
Look,
choice.
Those people planted seeds, and something grew out of it. These other people they must not have.
If you lived a life of a godly life, you would be able to go to college.
Godly
God
life, godly
so willed
rewards.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
New Hampshire, right next to Vermont, where Bernie's from. And they were talking about the guys going to get an associate's degree. And they said the associate's degree is now equivalent to a high school diploma from a few years back. Yeah, our whole education system is being dumbed down, I think intentionally, because dumb people are easier to manage. But that's another story.
He knows that. He's
Yeah,
fucking an expert
You're a
in
fucking
that.
expert on that. Yeah, exactly.
So wait, your solution? There's too many dumb people, so we need less education. Good job. Yeah, that
Yes.
makes perfect
Knowing
sense.
me.
Great.
He's like, take it from me. I know dumb people are easy to manage. They're fucking stupid. I know.
I'm an expert at manipulating those fucking retards.
He wasn't an expert covering his tracks, unfortunately. That 9-year prison stint.
Well,
I wonder if he was able to manipulate any of those people in the jail since they were all so stupid, or if they just beat the shit out of him every week.
No, so many people go to prison and find Jesus, so as long as he said some Jesus shit, he was probably fine.
Oh my God. He was probably like lecturing in the lunchroom every day, and
yeah.
We're going to get this money to pay for college for everybody. Oh, we're going to tax everybody. Well, then that removes the incentive to work.
Pretty much everyone's
And
on
I'd like
tax
to know
begin
where
with.
the federal government, in this Constitution...
well, dude, if you
got
paid
any
your
of-
fucking taxes, we would have the money to send everybody to college, you cocksucking piece of shit. God.
Yeah, that's true. And income tax is a constitutional amendment, you fucking moron.
authority to get involved in education at all. I mean, read the Constitution, Amendment number 10. If it's not spelled out in this document, that's left to the states. The federal government has no business being involved in education in any way. Get out of the whole business, Bernie, and save a whole bunch of money. Shut down the Department of Education in Washington, D.C. Just shut it down. Make them get a real job
So
someplace.
basically just get typical
Anyway.
conservative position on education for the most part.
Gut education so that I can brainwash more uneducated idiots into
Right.
being creationists.
Also, I loved how he said to shut down the Department of Education, that these people would have to go out and get a real job afterwards. A real job like his job. He's got a real job.
Oh,
Yes, of course he does.
I like his chart behind him. Do you see it?
He's a hard-working guy. He worked on that chart for a long time. I mean, sure, it's totally full of shit and fallacious and filled with errors and is totally wrong. But, you know, never mind any of that.
Well, you
It's
could
a good
you could
presentation. It's a
you
good,
could say
solid
he did,
presentation.
You could say he did a real job on it.
Oh, yeah, he did a real job.
As far as why there are so many jails, let me give you a few clues here that may help, okay? Judges
'Cause we've turned away
and
from Jesus, right?
lawyers and congressmen and senators and the president, all of the political officials are allowed to own stock in the prison system. It's real big business. You tossed me a copy of The Kennel there, brother. There's a stack right there. In my book, The Kennel,
Yeah, I
covered
forgot.
that.
He's almost halfway rational about this because he was actually in jail.
So,
You know,
so,
when-
is, so is
when
he
they
on
actually-
Bernie's side? Is he on Bernie's
when-
side on this issue?
Maybe a little bit, I don't know, but he's actually making a substantive point instead of just invoking Jesus.
Sure.
But then I remembered, it's because he was actually in
Yeah,
jail,
he has firsthand experience.
Yep.
so he doesn't just talk his usual platitudes and empty bullshit because it actually matters to him.
We've got the book I wrote about the prison system. Of all the books I wrote from prison,
God.
37 of them, this is the only one that's really not about
37.
creation.
He was there for like almost 9 years. So
And
Didn't have
37
much else to
books
do.
of fucking just total utter bullshit. It's like,
Yeah.
how can I restate the same shit I've already said the other 36 fucking times?
I don't know. That book, I mean, for something that he was in jail for about 9 years, it's looking a little light. Don't look like there are too many pages in that book. It's more of a pamphlet.
Yeah.
It's all like
the
double
flood or
space.
the
Wrote
Bible
37
or my
double-spaced
grandchildren or something like
pamphlets.
that. If you want to get one of these to give to some of your
Size 28 font.
With pictures.
friends,
Stick figure.
This is the
this would be a
arc.
good one. Little 100-page booklet on our American prison
pages.
system. What on earth are we doing? Why would we allow judges to get paid to judge a case and lock people up, and also allow
They don't
them
get
to
paid
take
per person they put in jail. It's not like commission. I mean, they're getting paid whether they put people in jail or not.
It should be by commission. The more people you jail, the more money you get.
their
Honestly,
money. And
if you look at the legal system, it really just does boil down to money. I mean, like, if you have money to get a good lawyer, then you usually don't go to jail. But what does that mean? You got to pay the lawyer a bunch of money, and he has to know the judge or be friends with the judge, or he knew the judge's dad or something. It's all about money.
Or,
All right, I
or
think-
if you can post bail.
Oh yeah, exactly.
All right, I think I'm going to move on. This next video is a high alert video. High alert, man-eater behemoth, Sarah Avery in California.
Oh shit.
So if you're in California, beware of Sarah Avery.
You might as well just get the fuck
She
out of
weighs,
California
I guess, like
now.
5,000 pounds or something
Wait a
like
second.
that.
What's the title of this video?
High alert, man-eater behemoth, Sarah Avery in California.
I didn't know you guys could play RedTube on this show, or hook it up, get it on there.
I got a letter from
yeah.
Brent Spiner, and I feel I need to read this. If you live in California, you need to listen to this video. Dearest Gail,
Listen up,
things
Californians.
certainly got interesting since I last had the opportunity to write you.
Yeah, this is Brent Spiner is telling Gail the situation with the individuals.
I don't know if Ben told you guys, but the person who Skypes with Gail, I found him on Skype.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I added him, and I noticed him because of the name and sort of the avatar in those videos that he or she put up when they were sort of what were they doing? They were putting Brett Spiner's wife on the stand or something. It was like that court. That they put together, and I added the person, and he added me back, and I was like, "Who are you? Why are you bothering Gail? What's going on here? Tell me all this stuff." And then he unadded me right away. He didn't want to pony up the info. This of course is Terrence Jenkins.
Yeah.
Well, you're a Jesuit. I mean, of course he's not gonna put up with that.
He's not gonna tell me that information.
That's confidential information.
Jesuits.
I wish I could say that I've
got
seen.
an email back. I put an email into that Nintendo school. I haven't gotten an offer back yet for the Nintendo school that they did a while ago that she announced.
Hopefully you'll get in.
Hopefully I will get in. I hear
hope
the
so.
tests. I hear the entry tests are pretty rigorous.
It all when
They
it
were
comes to
designed by
Jesuits,
Gail.
but that day has yet to come. With a little elbow grease, we managed to recapture Sarah Avery and return her safely to quarantine in San Francisco. The plan to reverse her gravity obstructing obesity
Her gravity obstructing obesity.
Because we know 5,000 pounds would definitely, totally alter the Earth's gravitational field.
She must be more than that.
The Earth was it weigh 20,000 pounds maybe?
She must have put more on since the last video.
Guys, I'll be back 1 second. 1 second.
All right.
continued
Keep
as
playing this video.
scheduled. For the sake of mankind,
Quick cocaine
we immediately
break.
placed her on a strict diet and exercise regimen, much of which was largely based on the fitness and nutritional advice offered in your own YouTube videos. The method was cast iron in its flawlessness. They have a saying in show business, never work with children or animals. And according to our top scientists, any woman over 250 pounds is considered an animal. The reasoning is that
Wow. Gail's team has figured this out. For years we've wondered, like, when does a woman become an animal? And it's 250 pounds.
250 plus animal.
You're an animal.
they are unpredictable
You're a
and you never
fucking
know what may happen when you
animal.
attempt to alter their natural behaviors. Our team soon got a lesson in exactly what those unpredictable consequences can be. It was time for Sarah's routine afternoon walk when the incident occurred. As with most fat women, Sarah adamantly refuses to walk anywhere. Our system involved having a quarantine worker drive an Oscar Mayer weenie mobile in circles around.
How can you not say Oscar Mayer?
Oscar Mayer.
Everyone, what?
I wish I was an Oscar Mayer.
An Oscar Mayer.
Everyone
Oscar Mayer.
The compound,
Oscar Mayer.
coaxing a very hungry Sarah to chase it until she burned off a satisfactory number of calories for the day. The area was outdoors, but surrounded by tall cement walls with electric...
Bullshit. Any fat person would give up
noise.
after a few steps if
Electric
they're that
fencing
fucking
and bar-
fat. They're not gonna keep chasing a fucking truck around the block.
She wasn't running. She was just rolling.
Oh, rolling? Okay, well, that's true then.
She was rolling.
Yeah! just because it's fucking hot dog shaped, she chased it.
wire over the top.
So fucking.
Sarah's behavior has grown increasingly aggressive due to the hunger and food cravings caused by the new diet and exercise. Apparently she was moving faster than usual that day and caught up to and nearly grabbed the weenie mobile. The driver panicked and swerved off course toward the perimeter walls. And when Sarah stampeded after the vehicle, she collided with the wall and burst clean through. In a whirlwind of white-knuckle terror, the weenie mobile driver continued his escape from Sarah Avery with the gelatinous behemoth stomping after...
Behemoth.
At the matinee.
Behemoth.
Is this something that she's written or that piece of garbage who trolls her has written?
I
Piece
don't
of
know.
garbage to troll.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's interesting, like hearing her read it.
She's so concerned as she's reading. It's like the news.
Yeah, well, it is the
It is the
this
news.
is
What are you
this,
talking about? It's not like the news. It is the news.
This is a high alert.
This is a high alert. I get it.
Yeah.
High alert.
beyond the quarantine area. It wasn't long before the compound was on red alert, and the men and I were called to help track down and demobilize Sarah for yet another return to quarantine.
Sarah's
And one of the-
escaped. Calling Gale. Gale's fucking team just rolls in. Fucking helicopter.
To the
People-
Gale signal.
People rappelling down. Fucking like guns fucking drawn. Just fucking going in like SEAL Team fucking 6. Like Gale Team.
Armored
Gale Team
trucks
6.
borrowed from the compound, we followed the wake of dust that haunted behind the speeding weenie mobile, dodging Sarah's massive footprints that threatened to swallow any vehicle that didn't remain on high alert. We quickly realized the trail was leading straight into the heart of downtown San Francisco.
I mean, at this point, Sarah Avery is not just fat. Like, if her footprints are that big, she's like morphed into
She's
some
Godzilla
Godzilla-esque monster.
Dude, this sounds like something
you
you'd see
know?
like a 90s movie. It's like a chase in downtown San Francisco. It's like you know, the cops are chasing her or some shit.
I would watch this movie if it were made.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is, this is
Better than
like-
anything Hollywood's coming up
Yep.
with.
That's true.
This person trolling Gale needs to become a screenwriter. Stop
and
trolling
braced
Gale.
ourselves for
Start
impending
trolling the world.
disaster. I recall the sight of the unsuspecting rainbow flag rolling in the wind to greet our passage as we finally came upon Sarah and the doomed weenie mobile. There were civilians here, other vehicles on the road, and it wasn't long before innocence collided with unbridled obesity. I saw Hugh Jackman cringe out of a side window.
He
before pulling
disappears. I love these stories.
Jackman.
He just happens to be in downtown San Francisco. Oh, I just fucking cringe. Oh, why do I have to look at that fat?
Poor Hugh Jackman.
himself away, muttering quietly. I followed his attention to see Bubba the Black Jesuit and his
The whole fucking gang just happens to be there.
youthful ginger boyfriend holding hands as they strolled down the sidewalk.
They're just there.
I was about to
It is
leave
San
for
Francisco, after
By
all.
sheer coincidence, Bubba the Black Jesuit and his ginger boyfriend
just happened to be
just
there.
happened to be taking a romantic stroll
Ebony
at
and
that
Ivory.
very moment.
Will
the
anyone
couple
come to their rescue?
I think Bubba the
Is
Black
my question.
Jesuit needs to do a face turn in this story.
I saw the startled look on Bubba's face as he caught sight of his former co-worker, I believe that's Sarah Avery, in hot pursuit of the Weenie Mobile, its driver's face locked in a full-mouthed, endless scream. The ginger boy's eyes widened, and when his face sparkled into a childlike smile, I realized his own attention.
Lick my butthole, ginger boy.
That's what he's thinking at that moment.
Yeah.
Was transfixed solely on the Weenie Mobile. He was so entranced, his hand let go of Bubba's, and he slowly began wading out into the middle of the street. The driver of the Weenie Mobile slammed on the brakes to avoid hitting the gay ginger, and as soon as the vehicle slowed, Sarah's thick, sweaty palm came crashing down to snatch it up and deliver it to her fat, cushiony maw. That's her mouth.
Oh.
No! The ginger boy yelled, horrified. Sarah's mouth.
The vivid descriptions she's giving here are wonderful, but you really should see the exclusive CNN live video they had of this whole debacle. It's actually really breathtaking.
Yeah, I feel like if there's an animator out there looking for an idea, just go to this video and just animate this story. I know it'll take a while, but, you know, it'll be brilliant.
Well, you know, we would see that. Unfortunately, the Jesuits obviously control everything. They stop that footage from being produced to the public.
That needs to happen.
Crushed and then swallowed the car. That's not what you do with it. He was throwing his arms in the air and making such a fuss. Sarah took notice and turned her attention on him. Gingerbread? Sarah smiled slowly, her stomach growling. Gingerbread. Sarah's hand. Sarah's hand flapped down and grabbed for the ginger. Bubba, watching the scene with alarm, made a fast dive for his boyfriend, attempting to push him out of the way of Sarah's attack. He was too late. Sarah's hand wrapped around the boy, and all Bubba could do was latch his own hand onto his lover's arm, pulling and struggling with all of his strength to free him. The next few moments
it's like
seemed
Little
to
Shop
have...
of Horrors here.
I was thinking of like Full Metal Alchemist. Like, you know, the homunculus that eats people.
I'm just on the edge of my seat over here.
Yeah, I can see it vividly
next.
in my head, you know?
But in slow motion. We watched as Bubba's hand slid helplessly down his boyfriend's arm and clasped onto his hand as Sarah began dragging him away. Bubba's eyes welled up with tears, and he tenderly squeezed his lover's hand. Their final exchange I will never forget.
No!
Fucking Sarah Avery's a fucking cannibal! Now she's a fucking cannibal! He's like, no! Why, Sarah? And she's like, gotta eat him.
I thought Bubba had finally found happiness. Why did this have to happen?
Bubba whimpered, love and grief quivering through his deep, bassy voice.
Bassy.
Yeah.
Bassy. Bassy. No, it's Bassy. Come on.
The ginger
he just
boy
ate a bass,
softly,
you know, and
his
breath was...
It's a mighty Bassy breath.
That fishy
eyes
breath, you know.
receptive to his fate as he attempted to soothe his lover with hope. Their hands retchingly parted, their fingers clutching desperately down to the last snuggle. For
Still
every
a better
last
love story than Twilight.
I see what you did there, TJ.
Yeah,
I see what you did.
I did a meme.
I see what you did.
They could remain together. Before the gay ginger was torn away, their dreams ending down Sarah Avery's fat gullet.
How tragic is
sank
this?
to his knees and roared with grief, hot tears streaming down his chubby black stubbled cheeks.
Man.
Sarah.
Wow.
It's a tragedy.
Unnamed ginger boy. He licked my butthole like no one else could.
Lick my butthole now.
Oh.
Even Jesuits feel pain.
Even Hugh Jackman felt bad for Bubba.
Jesuits.
You know, that really says something.
He's like, man, the Jesuits have raped me and done some terrible shit.
Yeah.
That's just fucking wrong. Come
Bubba
on.
shit in my mouth, but I still hate to see this happen to him, you know?
Avery licked her
He seems to
lips.
be over it too because he
before
was there, and he was more disgusted not by Bubba who raped him and did shit in his mouth, but more by the fucking obesity.
Hugh Jackman understands that was just business. You know, that's what Jesuits
Bubba's
do.
like, just business. I mean, hey, you clock in, you clock out. I'm on the job now. No hard feelings.
Smiling wide and stomping deeper into the city, following the billboards for directions to the city's restaurants. The men and I were so overcome by what we had just witnessed that several of us got out of the vehicle to intervene. We didn't know what to do. All we knew is that we saw suffering, and it was in our hearts to reach out to this poor man who had just lost his mate. My men are awesome. We're willing to forgive Jesuits if they will get right. The only reason we have to execute them is because they won't get right.
It's the only reason we have to execute them.
God, I've never heard such a beautiful sentiment before.
You know what? Look, Gale is a benevolent leader. I mean, look it right there.
We have to execute them because they're pieces of shit. But if they got right, we would forgive them.
Yeah, exactly. Look, Bubba got right, and look, Gale forgave him. That's amazing.
Did Bubba really get right though? Let's see how Bubba.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's see how Bubba handles this.
He raped a bunch of Gale's men, and they're still forgiving him. It's almost they're basically saints.
To err is human. To forgive
it's like
is
Jesus.
divine. You know.
They just listen to Jesus, Ben. Come on.
But if they're willing to get right, we could forgive them so easily.
There you have it.
We want to get along and love everybody. We don't like.
Wow.
Anyways, let me continue reading.
I've seen other fucking videos where she's like, "These are the laws that I have put into place as of today. Jesuits will be executed."
No.
Now she's like,
Ben, that never happened.
That was just the law. Laws come from the head, but Gail's, when she talks on camera, she's coming from the heart.
Yeah,
Gale is the supreme leader.
Anthony
laws have to be authoritative, but Gail, she doesn't rule with an iron fist.
Bart approached Bubba,
Jesus told Gale
placing
these
his
laws.
hand on the Jesuit's flat,
Exactly. She was
fat
just a messenger.
black shoulder. Bubba was somber, as if in a deep trance, unable to be roused.
Oh my
Man,
God!
Gerard spoke.
She's quivering.
If we don't
She's so touched by what her men
with
have
emotion
done.
here.
I am too, man.
Her men stepped up to the plate.
I'm pretty invested in the Bubba saga, I want Bubba to have his own book.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, what happens to Bubba?
capture Sarah Avery and get that lass's pasty bovine arse on a frickin' diet, this is going to happen to many more people. We all nodded solemnly. There was nothing any of us could do for the heart-shattered Bubba, who refused to move or even make a sound.
Bubba's a broken man.
Oh.
Doesn't care if his
Only
butthole's
crying
licked or
softly
not.
through a 1,000-yard stare.
Aw.
We had lives to save,
Man.
and with heavy hearts, we loaded back up into the vehicle.
Gail's
and in
touching me, man.
silence
She's touching me right here.
Yeah, I hope Bubba's okay, Damn. I
Some
mean,
heavy
one day
shit.
he's strolling through San Francisco with his gingerbread, and next he's just gone.
He's gone.
It's a damn shame.
It's really sad. Let's move on.
Yeah.
I can't handle this tragedy any longer.
This is the worst I've ever heard in my life. It's the most tragic thing I've ever heard.
Before you go on to the next thing, I did want to say that in the Fantano household, we're big fans of Gale, and we do have a hard copy of this book over here. Which you could get off Amazon. This is The Shimmering Sea: The Tale of Robin Williams' Murder.
It's probably right next to your Bible.
I do keep it. I actually close it into the middle of my Bible because I perceive it to be just as holy. I've actually torn some pages out of the Bible so that it fits in very snugly.
Wow.
If you do want to read a wonderful tale where on the Church of Gale, Gale's men have a series of different afflictions involving their penises, this is a riveting read. So it's on Amazon. Look it up.
I desperately want to read that. If you do end up buying that, I'm sure there probably is an audio book or version, or there will be shortly, and you can get it at audibletrial.com/drunken peasants.
Good
Slick
shilling.
promotion,
That was a
TJ.
good shill. That was a good shill.
It was.
You killed that shill.
We're good at that,
Kill the shill. Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that'd be available at audibletrial.com/drunken peasants, guys.
You look like Billy Corgan trying to be the Joker.
Thanks.
When you're doing that.
That's a wonderful compliment.
I'm gonna hurt you.
One more time.
Wait, which Joker though? Which Joker though?
I don't know, just any incarnation.
Any Joker. That's fine.
What's next?
Ben has to jerk it for a second. He's like, shit. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Gail. Oh, Gail. Oh, Bubba. Why, Bubba?
Fuck yeah.
All right. So in this next video, G-Man is going to own Christopher Hitchens, Sam Harris, and Stephen Hawking.
Oh, that's
is this new? Is this new? I thought he was retired.
G-Man?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's back.
He's back with a vengeance.
Shit.
And he's going to do a rap battle with a French Canadian scientist.
Hey, hold on. Time out. Before we go on, I want to say I have beef with G-Man.
Yeah.
I made a bunch of rap beats for that freestyle that him and Creationist Cat did, right?
Yeah.
And at last minute, he said, "We're not using those beats. I don't like those beats. We're going to use my royalty-free beats I found offline." So I want to say, G-Man, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. You don't know shit about no rap beats.
Those weren't
beats
even
were fucking
royalty-free.
great.
They were not royalty-free.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
That's it. They weren't even royalty-free. They got
We got
DP in
flagged.
trouble. You're garbage. My beats were better. So fuck you, buddy.
That's awesome.
That's all I got to say.
All right, here's
Damn.
G-Man.
There is no big brother in the sky.
Highly illogical.
Wait a minute. Stop right there.
It's the opposite of
I'm
that.
not
Wait.
gullible.
Did he honestly just use that Spock quote?
How do you
You
look?
know, Spock was a devout theist, dude.
Of course.
Like the rest of
Spock
these
was a very
atheists
religious
out there.
man.
Where's your proof? It's time for preaching to the choir ministries.
Wow,
We all know how
more aggressive,
fascinating-
renewed G-Man.
And yet again, G-Man asks the tough questions. You know, he's
Preaching
like,
to the choir ministry.
"Hey,
with
just give me your
G-Man.
proof."
He got an
Smash the
intro.
TV. Smash that TV.
G-Man doesn't believe anything without proof. Nothing.
There
Yeah,
is
show
no
him
big
some
brother in
empirical
the
evidence.
Show him a
sky.
child.
It is a horrible idea that there is somebody who owns us, who makes us, who supervises us, waking and sleeping, who knows our thoughts, who can convict us of thought crime, who can thought crime, just for what we think, who can judge us while we
Cover
sleep
your neighbor's ass,
for things that
TJ.
might occur to us in our dreams, who can
a
create
fucking
us
idiot.
sick, as apparently we are,
This guy
and
is
then
dumb.
order us on pain of eternal torture to be well again. To demand this, to wish this to be true.
Fuck you, you
is
fat fucking drunken fuck.
Yeah, well, you're fucking British.
Hope you die of esophageal
Huh?
cancer, you piece of shit.
Oh shit.
to wish to live as an abject slave.
On
Yeah,
behalf
that was
of
relevant.
The atheist community, I would like to apologize for the stupid statement Christopher Hitchens just made. The stupid statements that Christopher Hitchens.
Yeah, that was so
Yeah.
dumb.
Every
Chris Richards, an
statement he
intellectual
made after he said that
lightweight.
There is no big brother in the sky was all an appeal to emotion. Christopher Hitchens believes that God is immoral, therefore he doesn't exist. And that, my friend,
Yeah.
is the closest thing to proof
G-Man,
you're ever
you know,
gonna
and
get.
Hitchens never made any other arguments other than that.
Yep.
Wait, how is that even appeal to emotion, though?
I mean, I kind of see what he's saying. He's saying that because, you know, Chris Hitchens there in that particular statement was saying that the idea of God is so offensive anyway. And
I
then
feel like you're
G-Man's
just
acting
making
like-
so many mental gymnastics just to make sense of G-Man.
You have to do that.
Oh, of course.
Come on, you have to do that. You know, you got to try to read between the lies. Sorry,
realize.
lines.
Oh! Show me
Oh!
a child, TJ. Show me a child.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Show
That's
me
deep.
some
I feel
empirical
that.
evidence it's happening.
No Christian children have ever starved, is what I meant to say. It's
For
like,
the non
roll the tape, and it's like, you said that. Oh, well, you know, it's like, come on.
existence of God. Christopher Hitchens, even though you're not here, I'm talking to the atheist community who adore you and worship you and look upon you as their
I worship
Yeah.
Christopher Hitchens.
No one
Hitchens.
can defeat you only because you never
Hitchens
made it.
praise you.
I saw that.
And by the way, you got your butt handed to you.
You've got that altar dedicated to Hitchens.
What does the divine Hitchens say about this issue?
Well, as atheists, we can rest assured that Christopher Hitchens is up now in atheist heaven, living out the rest of his days.
in skepticism and rationality.
And at night we all pray to him, and he reaches down and he assures us that there is no God.
It's beautiful, the relationship we have.
And our part of our religion is you have to drink and you have to smoke every day.
Christopher Hitchens visited me in a dream last night, and he showed up.
Praise be him, teacher.
He showed up, and I said to him, Christopher, why are you here? And he took a sip of Johnny Walker Black, and he looked at me and he's like, just reminding you there's no God. And then he vanished.
Hitchens be praised. Hitchens be praised.
Praise the Hitchens. Oh, praise the Hitchens.
TJ, can you give me a rough percentage on how many of the prayers in your Christopher Hitchens prayer notebook Christopher Hitchens has answered so far?
100%.
Wow.
He answers in 3 ways: yes, fuck off, or maybe later.
Wow.
So never a no. That's wonderful.
Well, fuck off is basically his no.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
I thought that was a command.
That's
all right.
usually what the
It's like,
answer is.
Hitchens, can I win the lottery? Fuck off.
He's
Like,
a-
all
he's a-
right. Well, shit.
He's a cranky idol to worship, but you know.
Got it.
Used numerous times by other people. The bottom line is this: your appeal to emotion does not prove that God isn't real, and you haven't even.
Okay, but that particular argument wasn't addressed to whether God is real or not. It was just saying that God is a fucking asshole.
G-Man always pulls out the unfalsifiable hypothesis. He does it every fucking time. You can't disprove it though, God. I win.
He wins. Well, he wins every time. He's
And
the
you know,
greatest
G-Man's the only person that goes into a debate thinking, okay, well, it's like a football game. At the end, it's like, let's tally up the points. Oh, G-Man won again. You know, come on.
He
And
does.
establish the fact that you're a truthful individual for me to take your word
individual.
that God isn't real. So, where is the proof that God isn't real? And if I don't see the proof,
G-Man, believe whatever the fuck you want. I don't really care.
All right, here's the proof God isn't real. God is an unfalsifiable hypothesis like so many others. Like, I can say any fucking crazy shit that enters my mind. I could say that I have little goblins that live in my ass and cut my turds, you know, and that's their job and their function, and it's magical, and no one can convince me otherwise unless they can prove that those goblins don't exist, right? No one's gonna be able to prove that. Even if they do an x-ray, I can say, well, the goblins were hiding behind a turd. They can do exploratory surgery. Well, the goblins, they hid another part of my body.
They teleport in and out of your bowels as they see fit.
Exactly correct. They can't be detected
You
by
get an
modern
MRI.
science.
You get an MRI. Oh, well, you know, the machine just can't detect it. It's not sensitive enough.
So you obviously wouldn't believe in these goblins or in any other crazy shit that people make
Shit
up.
goblins.
Right.
Okay, you could. Okay, how about this? G-Man standing outside your house. Inside my house, I have a dragon. Can I see it? No. Is he gonna be like, okay, I believe you. Just have faith in it. It's there. Fuck no.
Prove I don't have a dragon, G-Man. Prove I don't have ass goblins, G-Man. Prove that I'm not immortal, G-Man.
Prove that nothing that Gail says is true, you know?
Yeah, prove that
the whole
Data
story
from
she just
Star
told.
Trek isn't married to a crazy lady.
Yeah, prove it.
Prove that Hugh Jackman didn't
Show
get
me a
his mouth
child,
shit in
G-Man.
by a giant
G-Man,
black man.
I don't believe there's any starving children around. Show me a child.
for God isn't being real, then, you know, I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. I believe that God does exist, and I believe it's highly logical that he does exist.
Where's your evidence that he does?
No.
Where's your evidence that he does?
Where's your evidence that he doesn't, TJ? Where?
I don't have to have evidence that he doesn't. You have to have evidence that he does. You're the one making a claim.
Oh, he actually says...
He's got his prayer journal. Yeah, I know. That's his evidence.
Well, no, he mentions it later. He mentions what you just said. The argument that you just made later
cool.
on.
The arguments for intelligent design, the arguments for the presuppositional argument, which says that you can't make sense out of your own reason or your own logic without God. The cosmological argument, the answered prayer, and the other arguments that we have out there are good
Your answered prayer argument is fucking terrible.
It's terrible beyond all fucking
I mean, it's
reason.
one of. I mean, like a fucking small child could poke holes in that argument, and it's been done to you right here on the show. And somehow, whether I mean, I don't know what Herculean effort of fucking whatever mental capacity you can muster it takes for you not to understand that argument. But it's so bad. Your answered prayers argument is the worst fucking argument for Christianity or any religion that I have ever heard in my entire career as a fucking YouTube atheist.
That's really saying something.
And intelligent design is bullshit. There's mountains of evidence for evolution. You've been schooled on this by Thunderfoot by your own fucking admission. And what was the other thing you mentioned? Who even fucking cares?
To believe that God exists, except the atheist community. You guys just built these straw men that are so easy to burn down. And as long as a Christian isn't dumb enough.
Let's just take a moment to
so easy to
reflect on the irony of the statement he's just made. Okay, that's enough.
A moment of silence
your claim
for the irony.
without first going to the Bible first to see whether or not.
Wait a minute.
The Bible. The only use I
Hold
can
on.
imagine a Bible having. What's that?
When he lifted up the Bible, I could have swore he actually lifted up a copy of the Kama Sutra.
It said King James.
No, it said King James.
Okay, I thought it said Kama Sutra on it.
It was the King James Kama
The
Sutra.
only use for a Bible I can imagine at this point would be like kindling, starting a fire or something.
You're
Maybe
telling
under a
me- you're
monitor.
telling the truth, it's pretty easy to burn those straw men down. That's all you guys got is a bunch of straw men.
G-Man did pray for AIDS to go away. Someone just mentioned that in the chat.
Has AIDS
And it
gone away?
has, yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, actually, God answered no to that one.
Oh.
You can't say that God is
no
real.
is an answer.
God's kind of a dick then. So God, take away AIDS, and he's like, no.
Because God is immoral.
That's just a part of it.
God could exist and be immoral. It's a stupid thing. Again, where is your proof that God isn't real? Or how about this? How about one sound argument? Just one that he isn't real. And
we've made plenty.
There's
What
plenty
is
of
this
sound
fucking
arguments.
criteria for a sound argument?
This criteria is that any argument that
he'll
any
move the
argument
goalpost.
against the proposition of God is a false argument.
Yeah, and he'll just move the goalpost.
Pretty much any argument that he makes is a sound argument.
Of course.
Well,
Logic is G-Man's middle name.
G Logic Man.
And since we're talking about the God of the Bible, just keep in mind after that we'll be talking about the God of Islam, we'll be talking about pagans, we'll be talking about the various other religions out there. Atheism is a joke. You guys are really theists. You guys know this by now, but let's go on to the next moron.
Not tempted to believe, and we could believe that this is
really
we're in the
theist. Well,
Matrix.
that's news to me.
You know, I mean that you go down that path, and there's a lot that could be asserted by people who are sure we're in the Matrix, and we're some alien civilization is simulating us on their hard drive.
The Matrix isn't a documentary?
One problem is that we have many holy books authored by the creator of the universe, and they're in conflict. They're not. The New Testament makes it perfectly clear that Jesus is the Son of God.
Well, that's just to test us.
Really
Come on,
the
guys.
Son of God.
Yeah.
And you have to believe this, otherwise you're going to spend eternity in hell. The Quran says twice that Jesus was not the Son of God.
If you take the SATs, they give you several wrong answers and they give you a right answer. That's obviously the mental concept behind all these different religions across the planet.
Well, look, the true God is selective. That's why there's so many different religions and belief systems.
And we all know the Quran was authored by Satan anyway, to deceive people. So
no one knows. You don't know the true religion until you die, and then it's like you're in heaven or you're in hell, and that's it.
That's how you know.
And anyone who believes he's the Son of God will spend eternity in hell. I mean, this offers as much room for compromise as a coin toss. So let's say we just knew that one of those claims was right. We have we've eliminated all the other possibilities. We're living in this challenging universe where God has given us a highly imperfect book and asked us to grapple with it. But now we have the biblical claim, the New Testament claim to the divinity of Jesus, and the necessity of believing in it, and the Quranic claim that belief in Jesus' divinity leads to damnation.
This guy's just made of straw. He's just a man made of straw.
If he only had a
and
brain.
G-Man is the fucking flame of righteousness.
Yeah, I can't wait for G-Man to tear up this
Burn
argument.
down. G-Man needs to burn down this straw
One of those
man.
is right, and the other's wrong, or that we have these competing tribes who are toiling in the context of just abysmal ignorance.
G-Men.
You can't be serious.
Yeah, he can't be serious.
You really can't be serious.
That was so
The
ridiculous.
Matrix? The Matrix? Are you serious? That's a movie.
Wow.
He's correct. That is
a movie. Yep. That is a movie.
He's actually right. That is true.
What that also was an analogy. I don't know if you're familiar with analogies.
No, The Matrix. TJ, The Matrix.
The Matrix.
a movie.
That's a movie.
It's a fucking movie. Come on, people. It's a fucking movie.
Open your eyes, sheeple. It's a movie.
I love how he's not even addressing any of the substance of what was said. He just focused in on, like, he mentioned the Matrix. He must believe in the Matrix. How preposterous.
By the way, if you did try to use the Matrix or a supreme alien race to try to say that they created us, by very definition, that alien race or the creator of the Matrix would be a god.
No. And also, that's not even
What?
That's also not what he was saying either.
Oh, gee, man, do you understand anything that's ever told to you? No wonder you have such fucking problems. We just saw it like.
I don't understand, because he's saying that, because that alien or whatever created us, that would be a god, but simultaneously he's shown that in the past his criteria for a god isn't really that strict, because if you're sort of making your own decisions and judging yourself, you are your own god. Is that the case?
Toast is a god in G-Man's
Are you your own final authority? That's the line. Are you?
If your own final authority, then you're a god too.
So we're all gods here. Woohoo!
We're all gods. But also, Sam Harris was not saying the Matrix or aliens are real. He was actually using that as a comparison to say that
a different belief system.
Yeah, people can defend ridiculous belief systems, every bit as passionately as you're defending yours.
Yeah, usually with the same shoddy reasoning and logic.
Go get a education. That's number one. Number two.
What?
Study science.
Multiple PhD, Sam Harris. Go get a fucking education, you dumbass.
Yeah, study some more shit, Sam Harris. Study some science. Come on.
Well, when he quoted it, he might have. This is something I have a lot of experience with in the hipster community. He might have meant it ironically. When you put things in quotations, it's supposed to be ironic.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So he's like, go get an education, knowing
trying to
it's
say
going to happen.
that Christianity might not be wrong, and that's the key word there. Might not be wrong, because Christianity.
You fucking love that
is
shit,
one
G-Man.
And Islam is saying another.
That was ironic.
How about I meet you right where you are? Okay.
Whoa.
I believe atheism.
Let's throw
is
hands,
the
Sam
belief
Harris.
That apples do jump rope with oranges.
Cool. I do believe that.
That atheism is a lack of a
I believe that.
in a God or a
Whoa,
God.
what the fuck is going on here, TJ?
Okay.
What the fuck is going on here?
I
believe in my kitchen that my apples and my oranges jump rope. And I want you to prove to G-Man that that's not happening right fucking now.
He can't. He can't prove
Rescind the claim!
Can you disprove that, G-Man? Can you disprove that my apples and oranges are jumping rope in my kitchen right this very fucking
You can't
second?
fucking do it.
You can't do it.
This is my religion. This is disgusting. It's a deeply held belief
It's
for me.
more than a religion. It's the truth.
It is the truth.
And he can't disprove it, so it must be true.
The non-belief in a God. A, to be without. Theist, to be without theism.
Mm-hmm.
To be without God. That's what your atheism means. To be without God. Or to be without theism. Now, how do I know who's telling the truth?
Atheism.
I have Proposition A, and I have Proposition B. I don't know. Maybe I should look in a dictionary, maybe, or an encyclopedia. Or how about I go meet an atheist and ask the atheist myself, what is atheism?
So
and then I'll get
you
my
say there's literally
information.
two belief choices.
What is he rambling about? I don't even
there's some
understand
false
the point.
there's some false binary choice. With God, without God, which one are you going to choose?
Jibba jabba jibba jabba jibba jabba jib.
Coke or Pepsi? Come on.
I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about at this point.
Who fucking knows? It's G-Man. It's the same guy that doesn't believe in starving children.
You want to move on?
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Honestly, G-Time Johnny is easier to follow.
Oh.
Wow,
I know
that's
this is
a low
mankind.
blow.
This is mankind. I know that much. I know that fucking much.
I guess we'll move on.
All right. Here's a video. There's a city in Ohio where there's a crazy woman running for mayor, and she was on the news recently.
All right.
2015 coverage and the race for Toledo mayor. Tonight, NBC 24 goes one-on-one with frequent candidate Opal Covey.
Jim Nelson recently met with Covey, who called
Yeah, she's ran 5 times.
5 fucking times. I think she's a Republican, too.
Yep.
Well, Jim and Laura, this is now the 5th time that Opal Covey has run for mayor. She feels she has been...
Just wait.
She looks like a evil pumpkin.
The best thing is you could tell this guy hated this fucking assignment.
Yeah.
He fucking... well, look, you'll see some. I'll point it out when
robbed
it
of votes
happens.
as part of what she believes to be ongoing corruption in city government.
Holy shit.
She is
It's like
perhaps
it's
one of the
Bush
more
Gore
recognizable-
all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're throwing her votes
I've
into
been
the
running
garbage.
4 times. This is the 5th. But I really
Want
actually
a pot of gold.
of the election.
She knows where the end of the fucking rainbow is.
Vote Opal Covey for mayor, a miracle worker.
In 2013.
She's a fucking leprechaun.
Now this might be a shock to
You need to be listing the miracles that she's performed. Has she cured the blind? Has she gotten rid of cancer?
Yes, she
walked
has.
on water?
She may well have done those things.
She could have done those
no
things.
shock to a lot of people because my votes have been stolen ever since I've been
Sounds
running.
right.
Opal Covey.
No, pause it. Look how fucking far away this dude is standing from her. Looks like the interview someone you're close to them. You're like, TJ, what do you think about that? Not fucking 10 feet away. What do you think about that? He does not want to be anywhere near this crazy bitch.
Believes that in her heart of hearts.
You're just harassing her because she's a
Whoa.
woman.
I am.
That's an amazing glitch right behind him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think that's actually real footage because the Matrix just fucking glitched right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
More proof of the Matrix, G-Man. Supposedly no Matrix, my ass.
Visual fucking proof right there.
I give more credibility to the Matrix theory than the fucking theory
I
about
asked her why
God.
she chose to run again in 2015.
God sent me to look upon the city of Toledo. And so, therefore, I had to go through everything that the
Well, I can
citizens
look upon the
went
city of
through.
Toledo,
Now,
too. That ain't
38
shit.
years later, I know the city up one side and down the other, and I'm
Down
here.
the
So
other.
fucking what? Everyone who fucking lived there their whole life knows the same fucking shit you know. What are you really bringing to the table
Hey,
here?
shut up. She's fucking psychic, you dumb shit.
Yeah. She'll explain more.
All right.
And her accent is wonderful.
Mayor of the city of Toledo.
On the subject of issues, Covey says potholes are a problem and corruption within the city.
God
But what
sent
she's
me
become
here to
known
fix
for is her desire to
potholes.
fill Toledo with
Hey, corruption.
tourist attractions,
Her
amusement
plan
parks.
is to fill the town with amusement parks to restore the economy.
Whoa, you know what? I take back what I said. That's you know
That
what? I
will bring
support her
great
now.
wealth.
Very fun idea.
Prior to our interview ending, I asked Covey,
All right, this is the
as
great
is
part. Everyone be
customary,
quiet.
Okay.
if there is anything else she would like to add. After pausing, she offered this.
Great destruction will come up upon the Shataya. Kulia Sima Handa Holy Antia Kiko Kulia Nasai. Yema Sandala Didi, I see Koshantala Lolosi. Yema
She's speaking in
Sandala Didi,
tongues?
I see Koshantaya.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus. That was a confirmation. If people don't give me what I earned in 2013 back, and I'm not on that seat in November, then you'll see God coming and visiting the city in the greatest destruction you've ever seen.
Jesus fucking confirmed it.
Yeah.
It's like Jesus can destroy the city. If Jesus goes to God, God made the call. Fucking Toledo's gone.
Yep.
So where is this confirmation that votes are being stolen from her? I don't understand.
She claims that the last time she ran in 2013.
Jesus told her, dude.
Okay, I mean, just look at this. Look at this woman. Look at her sign, and look at the crowds gathered around
Pot
her.
of gold.
You know, I mean, she's offering people a pot of gold. You're saying people in Toledo are not going to vote for someone offering them a pot of gold?
Well, what's funny is they're probably counting the votes. She's seeing that very few people are voting for her by the time the election is over. But before then, she knows that she's spoken to hundreds of people, and they're like, yeah, I'll vote for you. I'll vote for you. Bye. See you later. Bye. Vote for you. Yep.
Tonight at 11, Covey expands on the issues and her plan for the city. Jim Nelson, NBC 24 News.
You can tell that guy's like, why am I taking this like a serious news story? This is horrible.
Can I please move cities now? That's the exact look on his face. Like, when do I leave Toledo?
I mean,
too many
Toledo. How many? It is a city. How many people live in Toledo, though?
I'd say probably like 250,000 or something like that.
But still, though, it's kind of this type of shit scares me when you consider that so few people vote in local elections. because I feel like, I don't know, maybe if TJ started making videos on his channel just saying vote for this woman, it could potentially happen.
All right, we'll do it now. If you live in Toledo and you're a Drunken Peasants fan,
Vote for this woman.
What do you got to lose? She wants to turn your town into a big.
She's going to get rid of potholes and corruption and give you a pot of gold.
Potholes gone, corruption gone, new roller coasters on the way. What more do you fucking need?
She'll regularly perform speeches.
And if that's not enough, if that's not enough, I have been told that if she is not elected mayor, there's going to be a great destruction visited upon Toledo. Of course, I've been to Toledo. How would they even notice a great destruction there?
It's true, yeah.
But it will only happen in Toledo, though. For whatever reason, God just has various.
It's the new Sodom and Gomorrah, basically.
Yes, exactly.
God's like, they didn't elect my chosen representative on Earth. Boom, gone.
That's God's call. We can punish him.
Fuck you, Toledo. You're gone.
Between her and Bernie Sanders, God has a pretty strong ticket this year.
Yeah,
all
maybe
the
she's going to be
elected
Bernie. Maybe her true destiny is to be Bernie's running mate.
That would be wonderful.
Then the election would just be like a cakewalk, dude. I mean, look, I can see the posters.
All right, so we decided to do a throwback video. It's in Mendham.
In Mendham.
In Mendham.
What's the title of the video?
This guy.
Most people love it.
What's the title of the video, Ben?
It's The Amazing Waste.
Oh, yeah, it's a great title.
Atheist humiliation.
You're garbage, TJ.
I can't remember what site it was on. He hosts those like talks on webcams and shit. And I remember I just went in one out of morbid curiosity, and after questioning him just very lightly for a second, he's like, "Fuck you! Get the fuck out of my room! Fuck you, you asshole!" Blah 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 blah.
That's his personality.
Video to the amazing atheists, and this ain't gonna be pretty. But yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid the
fucking one, you caveman looking piece of shit.
Are you in a factory or something? What is that fucking noise behind him?
He needs constant air pressure and flow around him. He just needs it. He has a fucking industrial-sized fan. He's going
perfume kind of bullshit that he pulled it.
Have you ever seen the movie Mask?
Oh my god.
With Cher?
I was gonna say it, but
okay.
There was a reason we used to call him Inbred Man back in the day.
His video. All right, it's back on this, vegetarian thing again, this animal rights subject.
Yep.
And he just has to be a fucktard about it. He has to just act as if there's nothing that needs to be argued here, nothing that's even an
Anthony,
issue.
you're between a rock and a hard place now.
Yeah.
Obviously, yes. Yes.
He argues against other people's confidence with a confidence that's just preposterous. He calls their belief, their knowledge, their knowing of the fact that there's something wrong with this system, this animal-eating animal, this sentience eating sentience.
Sentience
desire
eating
eating
sentience
desire.
eating sentience.
You support murder, buddy. How's it feel, TJ?
Feeds on life. Feeds on this.
Wrong with that equation. And he looks at that and says, no, there's not even an issue to discuss. He is so confident.
I am.
You're morally reprehensible, TJ.
I'm fucking determined. I'm so confident.
TJ watches factory farm videos and jerks off.
Oh my god, yeah. Slaughter that fucking piece of shit cow.
Separate that family. That baby doesn't need love and care.
Oh yeah, more McDonald's cheeseburgers to make my man titties grow.
You're accusing the Kool-Aid drinker kind of thing. I mean, you talk about the fat pig calling the pig fat. I mean, jeez. Well, sorry, didn't want to really go there.
You're fat, TJ. Just want to throw it out there.
Yeah, you did want to go there.
Come on. You didn't want to go there. That was the fucking first thing you thought of.
So emotionally sensitive as a person.
The fucking first second he saw you, he's like, you noticed you were fat. He's like, fucking fat piece of shit. You know that's what he fucking did.
The funny thing is, this guy's like a big anti-natalist and shit. Like the whole philosophy is basically whining about, why was I ever born? I never consented to be born.
Are you joking? He buys into that shit.
Yeah, that's his like. Oh yeah, he thinks it's like this big, esteemed philosophical position that should be respected and shit. Instead,
I didn't have to be born, but I was.
Oh, poor you.
That's like. Okay.
Such a sad state of affairs.
It's like if you really hate it that much, then fucking kill yourself. But he's not doing that, so he must not be that upset he's alive.
You know, he gets on this whole thing about cannibalism because he just blows up. You know, he takes this guy's clips and takes them out of context, repeats the clips. I mean, really, this is not fair use in my opinion. It's fucking around, all right, for your convenience.
He might think this is not fair
should
use
leave
either.
His points in context, and he's making the point that effectively it's cannibalism when we eat other animals. I took my shirt off just so people appreciate we are made out of flesh. We are related to those animals. A lot of
related to. So I mean, okay, if we're cannibals when we eat animals, are lions cannibals when they eat antelope or zebra and shit too? Are they cannibalistic lions?
Oh shit! You know what? They shared a common ancestor, TJ.
So what?
It's cannibalism.
It just makes me upset.
All life on Earth is related.
It just makes me upset because there's so many stupid vegetarian arguments, and I mean, I am vegan and vegetarian. Just makes me feel really bad.
This is your ilk, bitch. This is your fucking ilk.
I know. Well, hey, you know, all those people who are voting for Trump eat meat too. So there you go. Eat that. Eat that one.
So what?
So what?
We share 98, 97, 96% of our genetic code with these animals. That's where we came from. Atheists understand
pretty much the only animals
that.
we share that much genetic code with are, you know, our nearest ape
great
ancestors,
apes,
and we're not eating them. I mean, maybe some people are. I've never eaten chimp. I've never eaten bonobo. I've never eaten baboon. I've never eaten orangutan. I've never eaten gorilla.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, you know, sure, I'm sure some people somewhere have.
Bushmeat, yeah, they some people do.
But I've never eaten it, so whatever. I never had a gorilla burger. I don't know if I turned one down, though. Maybe I would.
You're a piece of shit, TJ.
You know, might as well see what it's like. You don't get that offer too often.
Eat a beast burger instead, TJ.
All right, here's some penis video that someone sent to me.
Penis.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So today I'm going to talk about penises and what is
Penises?
Did she say
penises? Did you say penises? Today I'm talking about penises.
Hold on, but let's hear it again.
Guys, so today I'm going to talk about penises and
Penises.
I'm going to talk about penises.
Talk about some penises.
So today I'm going to talk about penises.
All right, Meg, let's take a look at that vagina.
And the word is quite difficult for me to say for some reason, so excuse any weird pronunciation. I could go with the D word, but it's pretty rude, I think, so I'm not gonna do it. Also, this video is scripted because I had a few things that I really wanted to say, and I had to put them in a list.
Saying dick is rude.
Someone says penis, you're like, okay, dick. Wait, that's rude.
Dick is rude.
I feel like saying penis wrong is more disrespectful than just saying dick correctly.
Yeah, I would agree.
As someone with a penis, who you would think that I could have an opinion on that.
You mean penis.
A penis, thank you.
So if I'm looking here, I will do. It's because I'm kind of reading. Reason why I'm doing this video is not because I'm particularly interested in male genitalia, but it's more because I feel like I'm forced to acknowledge its existence in my daily life and in situations that would not require the presence of any
TJ, do you feel that's true?
Genitalia.
Yeah, like constantly, TJ goes to the store, it's like...
You can't even live your life without having to acknowledge penises all the time.
You walk in, you're like, penis, I have a
Everywhere
penis.
you go, you know?
Phallic symbols everywhere.
Like, you know, you ask some guy which way the oatmeal is or something, and he just points with his throbbing erection. Like, over there, yeah, there it is.
Oh, it's right there.
It's like, oh, God, why'd you have to point with your penis?
Well, also, go into any male
Happens all the
bathroom
time.
and there are penises just drawn all over the walls.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's true.
Everywhere.
Some of the earliest caveman drawings were penises. Penises, sorry.
Roughly 50% of the population does have a penis. That's crazy.
Penis.
Penis, I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure you are experiencing or you have experienced as well in your daily life.
Yeah.
We pay little attention to that precisely because it's very common and it has become so common. But when you think about it a little bit, when you start thinking about it a little bit at least, it becomes, I think, at least for me, it became a very strange and uncomfortable thing to think about and to acknowledge. So I'm talking about just listing things. Men peeing everywhere, scratching their crotch, opening their legs whenever they sit, drawing penises everywhere, and making.
I said that,
jokes
drawing
about-
penises everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Man spreading. Yeah, it's true. You know, penises are everywhere.
So is she saying that she is tired of being reminded of penises everywhere she goes?
Yes.
Penises.
That dude scratched his crotch. I'm reminded of the existence of penis. How horrible for me. You know, how about you have a little empathy for the guy with the itchy dick? Come on.
What if he has an issue? What if he has a condition?
Yeah.
Don't say the D word. It's very rude. Say
Sorry.
penis.
Penis.
The guy with the itchy penis.
Their genitalia. It all started for me when I began to start wondering.
It all started
Why?
one
It sounds like
Guys
she's
were
thinking of men as
throwing
just
penises
like
everywhere.
pieces of meat, objectifying them in a sense. Like she's just thinking of them as a penis. You know, I mean, even though a
man is
guy
just
may
a
be
life
scratching
support
his
system for a
crotch,
penis.
even though the guy is scratching his crotch, there are many other parts to him other than the penis. There's no reason to just think of the penis.
The penis.
What's wrong with it?
Sorry.
Men are just objects, though. I mean, come on.
I mean, I'm so tired of these
objects,
people
yeah.
objectifying men like this and just
to be acted upon,
thinking we're nothing but a penis. Penis. Sorry, I keep mispronouncing it.
I don't know, the walls, the boards in classrooms, the doors of toilets, even girls' toilets, or even just
time out,
chairs
time
and
out. Even
desks.
if they're in girls' toilets, who is drawing them there?
Men.
Clearly men that sneak in there.
Men who sneak in is like, you know what? I'm going to draw a penis in here so these ladies have to look at a penis. That's just my way of patriarchally oppressing
Inside
them.
of every stall, there's a big cock on the wall.
At uni, I started wondering as well why girls didn't draw vaginas everywhere. I also wondered why we girls didn't make jokes about vaginas. I don't think it's solely about the fact that girls
It's a lot
are
harder to draw a vagina.
Yeah.
You know, you draw one, I mean, you know, it could look like the inside, it could look like a fucking flower. It could look like an eyeball. There's so many things it could look like.
Georgia O'Keeffe.
That's what I was thinking
They say
about,
her
you know?
flower paintings look like vaginas.
Yeah, man.
I actually would love it if women more often would draw sort of that internal diagram where you see kind of the canal and then the ovaries and then the fallopian tubes over that from sort of like an overhead view, and just made a habit of drawing that everywhere.
Yeah, girls, get on that. You know, start fucking making us uncomfortable, putting your shit all over the place. You know,
expected to, you know, behave a certain way and not talk about sexual things. I don't think that's the reason why. And also why we didn't stop and pee behind trees or just facing walls casually like guys do. And it's not also just about the fact that we cannot pee while standing. Some girls can. There's actually something that exists that enables you to pee standing up, which is quite a good invention if you ask me. If you're in the wild or hiking, it could be quite useful. Isn't it?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
It's pretty simple
Good
in my
times.
opinion,
It's a
just
total
because
digression.
that's not something you do. It's
Well,
something
I mean,
you should.
is she upset that men are doing these things and she thinks that they shouldn't, or is she just simply thinking that it's weird that women don't also engage in this behavior and she think that they
I'm
should?
not sure.
Because
Who knows?
because honestly, if she was encouraging that more of that behavior in women, I welcome it. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But
I agree with
women
that.
Dream is
pee
not just
freely
toilet.
like guys do. That's fine.
And the classroom
everywhere.
is not
Piss
a
everywhere.
drawing
As long as you piss on
notebook
TJ,
for
it's
you
all
to
right.
draw genitalia. Discussions with other people should not be a place for you to talk about your genitalia either, unless it's a discussion that, you know, deals with genitalia. Basically, I think it's something you don't do if you're polite and if you care about others. And why you're going to ask me? Just because some people, and I think the majority of people, don't want to be reminded of your genitalia constantly, and when we're in the public and supposedly
You know,
say
I've rarely met anyone who just discusses their genitalia constantly.
No,
I mean,
no, this is a case of
they're
like
out there, sure.
This is a case of like
Well-
this. I'll give you a perfect example. It's like, imagine now every time you see a red car, it's like a red car, and then everywhere you go, you just notice red cars everywhere and red this everywhere. It's because you're looking for it.
Well, honestly, I mean, I do think she has a point because I do care about you guys, and as a result of that, I have not mentioned my penis once during this whole episode of the show.
That's not
so-
true. If you cared, you would be mentioning it more.
Oh, okay. I thought it was reverse. I was working by her logic. I wasn't working by yours.
Yeah.
I'll bring up my penis.
I'm disgusted
sort of,
at how little talk we've had about your penis this show.
I'll try to bring it up casually in the next 15 or 20 minutes or so.
Well, I'm sure we'll have ample opportunity during the Craigslist segment. So.
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you want to get to that now?
Is it ready to go?
Yeah, I can.
I mean, yeah, we could do it. Sure.
All right. Let's see.
I want to hear him read one as Bernie Sanders, and I also want to hear him read one as what was the other voice you did tonight?
Alex Jones. I probably got a few.
Alex
voices.
Jones.
Oh my God.
I want to hear an Alex Jones read, and I want to hear a Bernie Sanders read.
I'll try.
You'll try your best.
Do or do not. There is no fucking try, bitch.
Did you argue with me the other day when I said that to you?
You did. I did, yes.
Yeah, you're like, that's a bunch of bullshit. Yoda's a fictional character.
Oh my God, what a hypocrite.
You want to know why? Because he was like, I'm going to try to quit smoking. I'm like, do or do not. There is no try. And he's like,
God.
Yoda's fucking fake.
Oh, I see. And that's
Fucking
why
nerds.
And that's why I got so mad. Because you try to take his sweet nicotine.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you, man. That's bullshit. That's a movie.
It's so true.
Craigslist.
Yeah,
that's it.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
Fucking A.
Let's go. Hold on. We're not going to do this one yet. All right.
Okay.
So, yeah, whose voice are you going to do for this one?
I'm doing this one.
I don't know, whatever.
I want him to do it as Bernie Sanders because it mentions jobs.
All right, hold on. I will bring jobs to this country. Who you need a job will be a sex slave, man for man. Hi, so this might be a bit weird, but I'm looking for a regular job, preferably entry level. I love the double entendre there. I will
Yes.
If you can help me 541 me attain a job, I'll let you own me sexually. And if you want to 705 fuck, I'll bend over and I can get on my knees 506 land, worship you. Wait, 5061 and what are these numbers? Are these
I don't know.
And worship you, very few limits. Kind of nice way to combine what I need, job, with what I love to be, dirty fucking slut. Text me with your offers.
I think that's his phone number, but he like broke it up.
Oh, fucking genius.
Yeah, because I don't think you're supposed to. Yeah.
I get it.
Got it.
Get it, got it good.
We'll save Alex Jones for later. I'll do this one. Looking for roleplay, bud. I'm into doctor client, therapist client. I like to be the patient. Love. What is this? Edging?
Edging.
What does that mean?
Edging. I know what that is.
That's yeah. You explain that. Go ahead.
That's sort of like where you are teased and aroused and sort of, you're engaging in sexual activity, but only to the point where you feel like you're about to orgasm, but then once you get to that point, you stop.
I see. Okay. 45-year-old, 5'7", 155 pounds, 32-inch waist, HWP, clean, discreet, and I host.
Ooh.
I have the massage table too for checkup, stats and pics. Thank you. Please, no overweight.
Boo.
No pic.
Sorry, TJ.
No reply. Simply, I will ignore any reply without a pic.
I think you've established that.
No overweights.
No overweight
Those
and no
nasty-
pick. No pick.
It's
no
fat
reply.
discrimination. Throating? Girl helping?
Yes. So who's
What?
Yeah.
What does it feel like to have a cock in your throat? Having some stranger slowly deep-throating and then faster and faster like a slut. My throat being used as a pussy and being told to take it like a good slut. What does it feel like to have a cock come down your throat? throbbing and sending cum to my belly while my throat is forced open to take your sperm? What does it feel like when I agree to be tied up and released after my throat is done being fucked? Laying down and putting a gag in my mouth so I can't close my jaw, being used like a personal toy and came inside. If you have a girl helping, what does it feel like for you to be using my throat while a girl sucks me dry? Then, when I came in her mouth, she would spit my cum in my mouth as you continue to deep throat me. What is it like to be forced to deep throat a dick while the girl is holding my head and controlling the speed? It's just a series of questions. What is it like? Does he want this to happen, or is he just asking what it's like
a sexual philosophy course? Like, what is it like? Can we know the true nature of deep throating? I feel like if there was someone who actually had engaged in this behavior, a simple email would suffice, just describing and just answering all of the questions, and they'd be like, "Oh, okay, thank you for answering my question."
Thanks. Really was curious about some of that stuff.
Okay, maybe you should do this one as Alex Jones, or should we?
No, we need a longer one for.
All right,
Scotty will do this. Reward.
Okay, what's the title? Reward. Fart on my dick. Title says it all. Almost. I have a fetish and need a woman. Age, race, and size unimportant. Though, big booty better. To fart on my little Willie, and tell no one will ever give me a blowjob as my dick smells. Simple hey, reward negotiable.
Simple hey?
Simple hey? Simple hey? Scotty? Simple hey?
Simple hey.
Simple hey.
Simple hey, man?
Simple hey.
Simple hey?
Simple hey. Simple hey.
Humiliate me as my dick will not work.
This
is Alex Jones.
This should be for TJ.
No, this should be Alex Jones.
No, I mean it defines you is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
In real life.
All right. Well, let me read the title. Oh my God! I can only do it shouting.
Angry Alex Jones. Angry Alex Jones.
Humiliate me as me dick will not work. Bears Avenue. Like the title says, my little dick will not get hard or work now, but I am still up and wound up. Please come over and make fun of my soft dick. Humiliate me like a street crack whore that walks up and down Nebraska.
Just Nebraska.
Mid-50, 5'9" tall, 185 pounds, a total submissive, kinky, raunchy whore bottom. Please treat me like a whore I am. When I am wound up, very few limits here. Come sit your ass on my face, and I crave eating an all-natural act.
All natural.
Use my mouth as you see fit. Spit, cum, piss, shit, you name it. NSA, you just be a dominant, kinky, or raunchy top man, or you humiliate me and make fun of me. The more intense it gets. Skinny twinks, if you want to join make fun of me and use me for your pleasure, feel free to hum. NSA.
Skinny twinks.
He really wants the NSA to know what he's doing. He's like, what he's doing there is telling the NSA, like, record this shit about me.
No strings attached, Scotty.
No, he wants the NSA to track him, TJ. Come on.
Is that my daddy?
I wanted to say I took slight issue with a voice that TJ did in the last episode where he did an NPR voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
NPR.
NPR. So I mean, I could quite easily do that voice that I used to do on the radio.
Do it.
You're listening to WDP, the Drunken Peasants Radio.
All right, read this in that voice.
All right. I'm a good man, well-educated, fit, and strong. I seek the young lady who imagines the depth of intimacy she can find in the arms of an older man. She is seeking what I am seeking. And what better way to make a strong and meaningful connection than that of a father and daughter love? Is that you, Daddy? Yes. Yes, that's my daddy. It is. Standing there in front of me now, calling my hand to your arms. Is it you? Is it you, isn't it? You, the one I want. You, the one I need.
Is this a fucking Journey song?
Mike, you, a good man, a real man. I am compelled to your embrace. I feel your hand on my head. I smell your maleness. I hear your words of encouragement, Daddy. Yes, yes, Daddy, is it you? Seeking my little girl for fun and just for fun.
That's pretty disturbing.
This person's looking to sponsor Muscle Guys.
There you go, TJ.
Like in like bodybuilding competitions?
I guess.
I'm going to go with this traditional pervert voice for this.
Okay.
Any muscle guys need a sponsor in exchange for... I have a confession to make. I'm obsessed with big, thick, sculpted muscles. I find young, muscular guys to be incredibly hot. I'm wondering if there are any guys out there who fit this description that may be looking for a sponsor. I'd be happy to provide supplements, food, etc. in exchange for the ability to enjoy your muscles as often as I want. I'm 100% serious about this, and I'm desperately hoping that there is a muscular guy out there interested in and looking for this kind of arrangement. Please be young, preferably white, and muscular. Please provide a recent photo and stats. I hope to hear from you soon. This could be a great situation for both of us.
It's like if the Joker had some fetish like that.
Yeah. Spank me, muscle man. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I think we've done enough.
All right, show's over then. Show over?
I mean, we could go for a little
more.
Bit. Yeah, we got a little bit more time.
Anthony's gonna sing us a song, right?
Yes. Yeah, I
do
am,
it.
actually.
Do it, you fucking piece of goddamn useless shit.
Why be an atheist? Why be an atheist? Why be an atheist when there's so many awesome faiths? You could be, come on, everybody.
Hindu.
You could be
Muslim.
You could be
Satanist.
You could be.
I don't know.
Why be an
simple
atheist?
manist? Or no, what is it called?
You can be a pagan,
Not simple
TJ.
man, living man.
You can be a pagan. Worship many gods.
Pagan. There's so many gods. There's so many faiths. What's on your shirt, Anthony Fantano, you piece of fucking vegan shit?
It's actually a pencil drawing
What
of
is
the
on
crucifixion.
your fucking shirt?
It's a pencil
Show me
drawing of the
fucking shirt.
crucifixion of Saint
Show me the
Peter, you
fucking
shithead!
shirt, you piece of goddamn shit. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What a disturbing
So you
shirt.
wanna play some kind of video or something, or what are we doing? You're gonna fuck his ass and he's gonna be humble.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, shit.
Take off your fucking sunglasses.
Fuck you.
Take them off.
Oral sex.
Take
Anal
them off.
sex. Oral sex. Anal sex. Oral sex. Anal sex. Oral sex.
Anal
Oral
sex.
parties.
There he is.
Oh my god, put him back on. You look way cooler.
Anal sex. Oral sex. Oral sex. Anal sex.
Oral sex.
You're a cruel mistress, TJ.
Now, what about nostril sex?
Take it off. Put it back on.
Nostril sex.
Nostril sex.
I think it's TJ's true fetish. At the
Yeah,
end of the day,
sex.
when it all comes down to it, TJ is just like nostril sex is the thing for me.
Stick a dick in your nostril, baby.
This is me reminding you guys of my penis.
Penis? Yeah.
I said I would 10 minutes ago.
All right. Yeah, let's see. I'm sure we have something else here.
Yeah.
Play it.
Let's see. I kind kind of skipped around, so I'm just looking for the best one here.
Play the fucking video.
Ben is playing with his penis.
My penis, yeah.
Ben,
I'm working
stop-
one-handed.
Ben, stop
I'm
playing with
working
your
one-handed
penis.
here.
Let Scotty play with it, and you find the video.
All right.
Ugh,
Come here,
Eggman. I
Ben.
fucking hate Eggman.
I didn't think I was going
This
have
isn't
to make this video
Eggman.
again.
I don't
No,
think, is it?
On 4chan, that guy is known as Eggman.
But unfortunately, it's become apparent to me that you just haven't learned. You're still living in fucking La La Land. Little fantasy world where everything's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be all better.
I'm cool and
Say something,
smoke.
buddy. It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Okay.
He looks like he's like 35, 40, but he has kind of like the attitude of a 16-year-old.
I was reading some threads last night.
Yeah.
Oh God, he is.
I was reading some fucking threads,
man. People diss me, man.
Stupid people.
No, it was just the usual stuff on there.
Bunch of bullshit.
People were talking about. Somebody posted some Tinder experiment screen caps. You already know how Tinder experiments go. You know how the OK Cupid experiments go. We know how it goes, but there's new people on the board. All right. More Redditors, more underage kids, more Tumblr, white knights and shit. You already know how it is. They don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
They don't get it. I gotta tell them. I gotta school them right now. I'm afraid. I wish I didn't have to, but I got to. Okay.
Oh my God! Get to the fucking point. None of these people can ever get to the fucking point.
Every dumbass on the internet takes fucking 25 minutes to
It'd be
make
one thing if
any
it was at
fucking
least
point.
a goddamn entertaining digression or
I
something,
thought-
but it's not.
The internet, and there's these threads.
You gotta tell these kids, man. These kids gotta know, man.
You kids are living in La La Land, right?
These 4chan kids,
Thinking,
man, they
you
didn't
know,
know.
every little thing you do, you're thinking, oh,
Right
this
off
next
the app,
thing I
they're experimenting on him, man. They're taking him out to fucking lab. They're experimenting on him. And these Tumblr kids, they don't fucking know. They don't know, man.
No one
Dude, this is
knows
gonna be
what
a-
it's like.
This is gonna be what
be
you know.
Tumblr
I'm lonely. I
kid.
can't find a girl.
Getting
I'm a fucking loser. Blah blah blah.
experiments
Next
done
thing I
on
do,
you.
it's gonna be the last thing I gotta do. This is just the last little step I gotta do.
Shut up.
And then I'm gonna be getting the ladies. And I'm doing this. If I go,
what?
Listen, buddy.
Oh man, just stop.
Listen, buddy. No girl's ever gonna love you, man.
Afraid it's not quite
girl's
that
ever
easy.
gonna love you.
You
See,
can end up like me. I'm just too much for the ladies.
If you're reading Tinder experiments, if you're reading OkCupid experiments, you're probably already too fucking far gone. All right, you're probably
he's
already
butthurt
fucked.
that someone makes some fake profiles on these sites of him, and people probably just tore him to shit, and he had no success. That's what it sounds like to me.
It sounds like he's just, well, I mean, I know that he's just upset that he doesn't get laid, that women don't want to sleep with him, and he's kind of telling other people, you're never going to make it, man. You're a loser too, just like me. I'm never going to make it, bro.
He was in your car smoking a cigarette, complaining to other people on the
Probably
internet.
just aren't cut out to make it. Okay. There was just a thread I was just reading just now. Some guy, 14-year-old kid or whatever, found some girl he grew up with. They were dating. They were whatever, and they were 18 years old.
All
They were
right,
saving
figure
each
out
other
what
virginity.
he looks like to me, and see if this sounds right to you. He looks like someone threw acid in Paul Giamatti's face.
I can kind of see it.
Yeah.
To me, he just looks. To me, he literally looks like a little boy puppet come to life and grown up.
I can
It's
see
like,
that too.
Like he could have just had a little cherub face as a tiny boy puppet, and then he came to life because his creator wished it to be so. God made him a real boy, and he
You're not gonna make
aged from 6 with that cherub face to, I don't know what, he looks 36 right now, but I'm guessing he's probably 18 or 25 or something.
That's real great. You're just not going to make it, man.
Seeing himself all, and anybody who any bitter loser who had been seeing this shit.
So yourself?
Been paying attention to these kids or whatever, some background character in their lives. Some bitter fucking loser.
The lack of self-awareness here is like just almost scary. These fucking guys, these losers, sit in their fucking car make videos about how they don't get laid. Man, those guys sure do fucking suck. It's like, what? All right.
He thought to himself, oh man, if that had just been me.
Hey, Scotty, don't you have some kind of contest?
Oh, yeah. You'll be able to do that now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we might as well get into that.
Yeah, get this guy the fuck out of here.
Do you want the greatest prize of all time?
Yes! A pot of gold?
It's a John Cena shirt. What size is it, Scotty?
XL.
It's XL. And it will be signed by all 3 drunken peasants. Let's tell them the rules, Scotty.
You need... just basically send, like, I think we're doing an art contest, so it's going to be a John Cena DP crossover, so whatever you want to do, just throw in someone from the Drunken Peasants, all the Drunken Peasants, and John Cena. You know, I'm sure nothing degrading will come in from that. And,
pictures of DP DPing John Cena.
That could be it. But you need to send this to contest at thedrunkenpeasants.com.
Is it thedrunkenpeasants.com or is it just drunken?
Just drunkenpeasants.com.
All right, contest at drunkenpeasants.com.
And the subject line needs to be DP John Cena contest. Any other bullshit is deleted.
Dun 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 dun.
Yes.
Don't send a penis picture. Don't send
a penis picture. Happy birthday, Anthony.
Well, I'm sure they will, but who cares?
We're signing off, everybody. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it.
Happy birthday, bitch!
And go tell Anthony happy birthday on his fucking shitty garbage
Eat some
channel.
fucking tofu!
Yeah, motherfucker.
Eat a vegan fucking cheesecake!
Tofurkey on my plate. Open for business. Turkey on my plate.
Closed for business.
Oh, it's like supposed to be your plate. Whatever.
Oh, whatever.
Anyway, show's over.
Happy birthday.
Dive
Good night,
in.
everyone
If you
else.
exploit animals, my crotch is closed for business.
Oh, yeah.